my God. Hello. Like,
Oh gosh.
how are you today?
Oh.
How are you doing? Okay, I'm gross. Hi everyone. Welcome back to a little bar that's on 54th in Crenshaw and a little alley nook in New York. It's the Sleepy Idol, where you can sleep. Where you can sleep. Actually, you cannot sleep. Y'all better be awake. Where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy fun with your friends. I'm your lovely host, Jay, who is with your lovely host. You go to sleep. Don't make me retire you. Don't make me retire John out here. Let me retire her real quick,
Yes.
y'all. She played too much. But yes. I'm gonna get rid of Nightbot. Should I just do it now? How do I ban? Sorry, I was trying to be like cool and cute and like world renowned by adding these like little bots, but they literally spam everyone for like breathing, and it's really like annoying. So let me try to like delete them as Jazz talks about how she's been. Jazz, what's good in the hood?
Nothing.
Not a single thing.
I got my hair straightened
Hey!
and it puffed up on the first day. And I have to keep straightening it every 2 seconds because it puffs up every 2 seconds.
Honestly, the natural
Uh,
hair guru girls be lying because it is not freeing to like just wear your natural hair out. There's always foolishness, but I mean, it looks good. You're saying it doesn't look good, but I feel like it looks good.
Because it's dark in here. You can't see everything. Literally, I was sitting here and my mom walked in and she was like, "Your hair, like, why does it look like that?" And I was like, "Wow, thanks." And then I rushed to the bathroom and was like, "Let me fix this up." And I went downstairs. I was like, "How does it look now?" She was like, "Fine. It looks much better,
I think it looks
actually."
nice. I think it looks very like official. Like I feel like you like would win a court case or like
I would not. I would be. It would puff up within 2 seconds of being in that courtroom. They'd be like, "You look raggedy. You might want to go home."
the judge is like, you know what? Whatever was your
You win. You win for looking so sad.
They're like,
How did you get in here?
just move it along. Okay, guys. So I don't know how to do it right now, and I don't want to spend too much time in it. So sorry if the night bot or stream elements bot bans you. I will go to you first when we have our open bar and we start suggesting topics. How about that? Yes. So everyone, hello. Welcome. This week has been an interesting week. Obviously it was Halloween weekend. So me and Jazz and our friend Danny, we to our best of ability tried to paint the town red. And one of the things is I want to know what you guys did for Halloween. We were the Powerpuff Girls. Did we talk about that on stream? That we were going to be the Powerpuff
That we're gonna
Girls?
be. I think we did. I feel like we
Yeah,
did.
I was like, I'm trying to think because it was like
Yeah, we did
knew.
because I pretended to say I wasn't being one with you
Oh
for
yeah.
like 2 seconds.
You tried to leave me here. You tried to play me up in here. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we were the Powerpuff Girls. So I did want to show you guys a little, what that looked like. Now it was like our take on the Powerpuff Girls. So it was very young, very hip, very Y2K, very Gen Z, because both of us were born in 1999. So let's see. Also, for Danny's privacy, we mosaiced out his face just because I hadn't asked him if we could show the picture just yet. So we're gonna soft launch him next time we do like an in-person live stream. But for now, he was actually Boomer. I was awesome. And Jazz was giving hype beast Gen Z fashion queen fashion talk goodness with her buttercup. So she was giving poses, y'all. I wish I would have gotten together more pictures because she was giving angles, levels. I was like, you've been on fashion TikTok, haven't you? You've been.
I wish I would have done better.
It was so. See, now you're gonna try to downplay it, but you know what?
I feel like you did better. I feel like you just were just standing there. You look tall. I was like, how are you making yourself look taller than what you are? Like you were like giving ANTM. I was just like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense. I was like, All I know is smize and then that hunchback thing they used to do. That's all I remember from India.
No, because knowing levels is like I was doing like ANTM season 1. You were doing AMTM's like season 5. I'm not gonna say a further season because it kind of got a mess after that, but the good seasons, when they
Yeah.
finally found their footing. But I wish I would have gotten that video of you. I don't even know, what is it even called? Rocking the Runway?
What?
When we went to that one.
Please no. Trash.
It was good. It was
I
good.
hated it. I hated every second. My whole entire brain was just like, please take me out. Just throw me out a window.
Not take me out. You're like, I'm done. Ooh, Daisy says, oh, we need pics of the whole fit pronto. Oh my god, should I drop on Insta? It's not Insta anymore, it's Sta. We're just,
Oh god.
It's what the kids are doing, Jazz. I'm trying to put us all on. Y'all
What
too.
kids?
Some of y'all.
What is this? The alpha generation, whatever it's after Gen Z. Even younger generation.
That is
the
like
babies that can't talk.
I was gonna say that's
so they're just saying
toddlers. That's literally born in 2018. But yes. Hi Andy, welcome to the stream. But yeah, so we did a little cute outfits. So I hope everyone had fun. And let's I almost forgot. What is everyone drinking on tonight?
Yeah, honestly.
Twins.
And I have another one.
Oh wait, let's cheers.
Oh. Wait, which way?
I think this way. Wait. Clink.
Wait,
should we do a couple shot?
Oh gosh, no. That's so much work. I can barely even figure out which direction I'm supposed to go.
She left me hanging, y'all. That good H2O. Yeah, I hope everyone has like a good snack, a good drink. We love y'all being comfortable. Let's see what some of y'all are drinking on. Andy says Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper. Chilling in the freezer and I'm under pressure. Wait, what?
Is that a thing?
That's the Cheerin, CL.
I forgot about that.
Her little Dr. Pepper song. And literally an iconic bop.
I think I deleted that from my mind, and I'll proceed to do the same after this stream.
I'll make sure that every time we talk on the phone or like meet up in person, I'm like, Dr. Pepper. Andy says I should really drink more water. I should too. I'm fake. I try to act like I'm a water drinking lass, but I only drink water when I'm on stream because I probably have been drinking water all week.
Oh no.
Do you have a bottled water you prefer?
No, I did a blind taste test of like water.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, what are you doing? It's all going to taste the same. And I was like, you're right. But I saw someone else do it, so let me try. It all tasted the same. Except for, like, just, I can tell tap water because it has like a weird kind of taste. But it still is fine to me. I will drink tap water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know some people are like, oh my god, I hope the like restaurant doesn't give me tap or whatever, but I feel like I don't care as long as it has ice in it.
Yeah. And then I think Aquafina and Dasani kind of taste the same.
Yeah, after that, like, yeah, I can't really tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
Leanne says,
and I got so many.
Yeah. Leanne, okay, this is about to be Water Hive, Water Gang. Leanne says, I'm drinking water with my dinner, which is one of those frozen chicken pot pies you get at Costco.
Ooh, wait. That sounds actually kind of good because Costco food's actually good.
Yeah. I was going to say, invite us over, Leanne. I want some of that. I haven't had a pot pie in a while, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love those. The crust is usually so.
Yes, literally, I'm like, let me get through this gravy and chicken so I can get to the main, the star, the main character.
Like you save it to the side.
It's just like, you are dessert, my friend. Okay, Daisy got that H2O on me. She finally got the endorsement from Dr. Pepper this year, too. Wait, CL?
Oh, did she?
That's hilarious. Excuse me.
Dang, it took them like 5 years.
I was gonna say that song came out in 1993. What do you mean? Like, come on, Dr. Pepper.
Almost 3 decades.
Listen, Starbucks. Oh, okay. Ali says I'm drinking Starbucks. Y'all try the new peppermint mocha. Amazing. Why tell me this? I'm like, I've like gotten off Starbucks. I have a Starbucks.
I just had Starbucks today.
What did you get?
There was a sugar cookie thing, a sugar cookie almond milk latte. So I was like, that sounds interesting.
That
So it
sounds
was.
good. That sounds delicious. I had to cut myself off from Starbucks because there's one very close to my house. So every time I would be
Mm.
driving back from somewhere, or even if I just like had like, I don't know, a lunch break and like nothing to do, I would literally go get myself some Starbucks. And I'm like, I think 10 Starbucks a day is kind of a lot. So let me, no,
Oh,
it was not 10. I
okay.
did go
I was
multiple
gonna be
times
like,
though.
because I go a lot, only for the to the Target ones though, because I have the Target card and you get
Mm.
5% off each
Ooh.
time you buy. So that's the only time I go to like Starbucks.
It's good though. I remember people used to be super obsessed with it when I was in high school and I did not get it, but I
Yeah,
mean,
me too.
it's fun. But the drinks are low key like expensive. I'm like, okay, I got two things and somehow it's $10. What's going on?
Oh yeah. Like you can get a cake pop and just a small drink, and it's just like, wow, you're paying $20.
Exactly. It's like how much was the run that back? Run that back, Steven. I don't know. What's going on? Andre says, can we get to Thanksgiving first about the holiday drinks? I'm sorry, no one cares about Thanksgiving. And it's no, because my neighbors literally, as soon as Halloween was over, literally I blink and they already have their Christmas lights on.
I was watching a TikTok of somebody like saying like, "Oh, my parents after Halloween and they were taking out the Christmas stuff," and I was like, "Disgusting, disgusting." No, that is an after Thanksgiving thing. You do that the weekend after Thanksgiving. You pick out your tree, you put it up. But what are you doing? Like that's too much. That's way too much. Like, you got 2 months of your Christmas stuff out,
This
and then you're
because
probably not putting it down until February.
that's true. That's true. I like yeah,
Like that's too much.
but
It's
oh my
three
god,
months.
it's because Christmas. I don't know, Halloween or not Halloween. Halloween decorations really fun. Thanksgiving decorations are like meh. Like what is it? One of those paper
Oh,
mache
you don't do.
turkeys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do it on the day of Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and you take it down the day of Thanksgiving.
You have it up for 17 hours at most.
Yep.
But yes. Oh yeah, Mariah. Apparently her I don't want a lot for Christmas. That thing's already like crawling up the charts. So
We gotta stop this. What is this? This is madness.
people
Like I
want
can't.
Christmas. They want
It is not
Christmas.
Christmas
They
time.
truly do.
I'm not
Um
that jolly of a person to do it for 2 months straight.
I don't know. There's something Christmas music especially. Somebody mentioned that in chat. Christmas music especially like there's just something that makes me feel so like even when it's not Christmas time, feel so joyous about. Like it just like I'm
Oh
like, "Oh my
yeah,
like I don't know. I feel like that's like why Christmas is just so like I'm so excited when that holiday comes around." But
yeah,
yeah. But I'm sorry, Thanksgiving, you are just not that girl. Nobody, if she wants to make an impact, she needs to, do something. Black Friday used to carry her, but nobody cares anymore.
yeah. All the stores are like stopping that, and it's
Yeah.
just it's not fun anymore.
Which is
I mean, nobody likes to get trampled. Which
exactly
you know,
like I
it
feel
used
like
to
it
be
was
fun.
super, yeah, and the sales aren't good. So, and everything's online too. So,
Yeah, then they have
um,
Cyber Monday, so it's like, what the heck are we doing?
that's true. That's true. Wait, stores having Christmas decorations along with Halloween decorations. They're saying we're
I
not
will
going back in the
say,
storage room twice. All right, girls, here it is. The two decorations for you. All right.
I collect these. I don't know if anyone goes to Target, but like they have like birds for like every holiday almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I collect them. I've been collecting them for like almost 5 years now. Oh my gosh, ew. And they already have their Christmas ones out. So I like bought so many. I bought like five of them today. It's so bad.
I
I have
think
an
I remember
addiction.
those birds. You like the
Yeah,
ones,
it's
yeah.
increased. I need to stop. It's bad.
Oh wait, Andy knows what you're talking about. Oh, those birds. Also,
Yeah.
hey, how are you?
Oh,
Amon. Oh my
I've never seen
god.
him on here. What the heck?
What's up? Welcome to our show. Wait, now I'm like shy because Amon is like king of cop
Now I look
podcasting.
terrible.
It,
I always look terrible. But yeah.
Amon's like, I'm clicking out. I'm getting out of here. But yes, guys, hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are all feeling good. I want to make this a really feel good, happy, nice, cool episode. But I did want to start, and this is a bit of like turning, turning things around a bit sad, not a bit, very sad, very tragic, very devastating. And
Oh,
I just wanted to take some time to talk about a bit the Halloween incident that happened in Itaewon in Seoul during the during Halloween this past week. So a bunch of you guys probably know, and I'm going to just basically give like a gist of it because I'm not really gonna like talk about it in detail because I feel like, you can read the facts, you know, reputable news sites have the actual facts and things like that up for you guys to read and latest news and things like that. But if you guys don't know, and trigger warning, going to talk about death, going to talk about a very, I don't even know how you would say it, gruesome, like very, very what is it called, graphic situation. But if you guys don't know, on Saturday, October 29th, over 150 people were killed, and more and around, I think the same amount people were injured during a crowd crush that happened in a large Halloween crowd in Itaewon. So basically, it was like I don't want to say festival. It was just like a lot of people were down there hanging out, young people to celebrate Halloween, and it got overcrowded. The reports I read said that there was over 100,000 people, which is freaking insane. If you just like look at how like narrow some of the streets were, like that's crazy. But
yeah.
due to the overcrowding of people, it resulted in people getting crushed. And so right now, South Korea is mourning, the world's mourning about this because obviously it's very, very sad. Nobody expected it. And of course, it's devastating that like a situation when people were just trying to come together to celebrate turned into such a tragedy. So I just kind of wanted to like talk about that a bit. And I did want to mention, and again, trigger warning, talking about death. It was reported that sorry, I have to make sure I get his name correctly. Actor Lee Jin Han, who he's an actor, and he also was a contestant on season 2 of Produce 101, had passed away in the tragedy. So yeah, the reports are going around. His co-workers who've worked with him in Produce and also on his acting jobs have been saying condolences. But yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that. Obviously, it's freaking Korea, and this is a entertain Korean K-pop entertainment show. So I thought it would be it wouldn't be right to just move on without mentioning that. So yeah, I don't know, it was really sad to read about it. I remember just like literally when I was heading over to Danny's house when we were all about to hang out, like reading it on the ride over there and just being completely shocked and like completely like saddened because it was like it's literally young kids, and I'm not saying
Yeah.
that only young kids it would be sad, but it's just like they probably had no idea. I didn't even know that was a thing that
Yeah.
and apparently like I've been reading the wiki and apparently that's happened multiple times in different like situations, but oh my god, it was just so sad
Yeah,
to
that's
read.
like I think it happened at the that's what happened at the Travis Scott thing,
Oh, is
basically.
it?
Like people were like being squished. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Jeez,
And then nobody was kind of like helping. So,
that's
yeah.
scary. Yeah, yeah, I'm just going, yeah, I don't know, it's just so sad. And as you guys probably have noticed, a lot of things are getting canceled, like shows. I saw SM canceled their Halloween party, and just other like a bunch of things, in like wake of like mourning this issue. But yeah, it was just really, really depressing, and my condolences go out to everyone who's affected by it. And yeah, it's just really scary. Like I don't know. um and again, I didn't read much into like what's going on in terms of who's taking responsibility for this, and what the like specifics were of what exactly went wrong there. But like I hope
Mhm.
that whatever it is, they're taking measures that something like this doesn't happen again, because obviously that's just so tragic. Like holy shit, man.
I do know that I heard like the Korean government's like paying for all the funeral
Oh,
fees
yeah,
for like all
well,
the victims. So,
as they should, because this is
I mean,
insane.
some people, like, I mean, not people, but governments wouldn't do that. So it's good to know that they are doing that.
Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Leah. And I also read about this. It's so sad, and to think the same generation as the Sewol Ferry tragedy victims. Yeah, somebody pointed out because that happened around 2014. So these people would have been like young adults at this point, and
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. That just sucks. Um. Oh God. Andre says, "Man, he was just about to do a drama before this. I think he filmed like an episode."
Aw.
That's depressing. Yeah. Ugh, I just feel that's so like I don't want to dwell on it too much because again like it's really like a sad thing, and I don't want to. I don't know, like I don't know. It's just so sad, like to feel like not hear about it and then hear that they were there and then hear they were a victim. Like that's literally like the worst like processing of events. But yeah. Andre also says, and I read that there wasn't a lot of security because they were busy with political protests. A shop owner down there was he did more to save people, and that broke me. It's so sad. Yeah. And I think I read that somewhere too. That there, I don't know if this was true. Somebody said there was only like 37 like police there, and I'm like, for 100K people, that's insane. But I also heard they didn't
Yeah.
expect that to be that many people, because again, apparently this was like a event that hadn't happened for some years because of the pandemic. So I feel like a lot of people were clamoring to get down there and experience, the Itaewon Halloween. I remember in that one drama with I forget what it was called, but it was based off of a webtoon. There was a whole scene where the main character goes to Itaewon during Halloween, and it was like hugely packed. So like I imagine
Mhm.
like it being the first year back, it must have been like really wild. But yeah, overall, I just wanted to, share some light on that, and condolences again to everyone affected. Um, and we're gonna transition into the next topic. Also, hello, Break. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So this next topic I wanted to talk about is about 1RM. So I don't know how aware this is. I don't know. Maybe this is me just digging in like my Chamber of Secrets army brain. But I feel like it's always been a thing that RM was like a Pharrell stan. Maybe it's just me.
I I don't remember what people like.
Give me your
So,
army card right now. Hand it over.
I think I dropped it like back in what was that, 2017?
Not all the way back in 2017. You could even make it to 2018. Oh no.
Well, you know what? You're right. I dropped it, picked it up, then misplaced it.
Y'all heard that, army. I'm out here for y'all.
I'm still there. It's just I can't find it.
But yeah, I think though this was like a pretty much a surprise to everyone. Like I don't think people knew that this was happening. But ARMY and BTS fans and probably Pharrell fans worldwide were in a bit of a surprise when it was revealed that BTS's RM and Pharrell were on the cover of the November issue of Rolling Stone. So for the release, RM and Pharrell sat down to talk about music, artistry, etc. And Rolling Stone actually uploaded a video of the conversation to YouTube. So they uploaded to YouTube, and they also had a article on their site that kind of outlined basically what they were saying as well. But I wanted to go through some highlights. So one thing that I thought was really interesting is in the interview, they briefly talk about the fact that Pharrell and RM and BTS as a whole actually met back in 2018. So this was when BTS first went to the Billboard Music Awards, which some might say started their whole like American, frenzy thing. So they actually took a picture, and they mentioned that how both of them remember not RM being cut off in this picture.
No, but also, I'm so sorry, but Pharrell looks like he is high as a kite.
Don't do
So
Pharrell
is
with
he sure he
Leos.
remembers?
He said he remembered. He was very adamant. He was like, "Of course I remember. We took a picture." He did look
He's like,
sleepy.
someone showed me a picture the next day,
Maybe he
and
was
I
just
remember.
tired. But Pharrell alone, why is Jin's wig shifted like this? He is wearing a
It kind of
3K.
looks like
Not even a
That
toupee. He's
looks
wearing a
photoshopped
three-pay.
on.
Yeah, I know. I really had to like double check. I was like, now why does it look like, I don't know, some kind of Wattpad Photoshop cover?
No,
Because it's shifted.
no, Wattpad.
Like, why would they do this to him? Like that, I was like, how don't I remember this? Because I would have screamed. But yeah,
Also, what is he wearing? Sorry.
I don't know.
Everybody else looks like they're wearing normal outfits, and then he's got like this triangle. Like, I don't know what that is. Belt.
It's like, yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
What is it?
The stylist
He just doesn't
glued
seem like he's supposed to be there.
No, but the thing is, low key, okay, fake love girlies, don't come for me. But the fake love era visually was a mess. Can we say that? Are we allowed to?
Is that what this is?
Yeah,
is that why it looks like this?
Yeah, that's why his wig is shifting because they're doing the fake love choreography. Gotta keep the wig straight. He said, "Where's the glue?"
Just shift these going back and forth.
He says, "Where's the got to be glue?" And then
to be what?
J-Hope got his Claire's clipping in, and I'm just like, what's going on?
It really looks. What is that? They didn't even blend it.
No,
It looks so frizzy.
Maybe
It
he
was a
just
mess.
sweated, and it just kind of he sweated it out. He sweated out his perm, and he sweated out his Claire's clipping. You know those things aren't
no.
sturdy; they're plastic. But yeah, I love how this went from talking about Pharrell and RM to just slaying.
So
the
we're
stylist.
praising them, and then we're like, okay, but look at them. Ew.
Oh my god. Andy said his outfit giving BDSM nutcracker. Now, Andy, when the army come for you, don't come for me, okay? Listen, when the army come for you.
He's on to something. That is it. That is literally what they probably had on their board. Like, their outfit little board. They're like, all right, nutcracker?
Oh god.
Make a BDSM. Come on, think about it.
Oh my god. Wait, sorry. Tracking back a bit. Camille and Royally Princess, welcome to the stream. Camille says Minnow from Shiny's drama was canceled indefinitely because it had a similar scene. Whoa. That's scary.
Like a new one?
I'm assuming. Like it was like airing.
Oh, wow.
That's wow. I mean, I can understand it. There's a lot of Halloween themed stuff. Like I heard that like Starbucks was doing a Halloween themed promotion and they canceled that. So I would imagine that nobody wants to, you know, trigger like rile up any imagery. But that's really scary. Oh, okay. It's a Netflix drama soon to air. So it hadn't even started airing yet and they scrapped it all? That's wild. That's yeah. I mean, I can understand it, but that's really yeah, that's really crazy. Another highlight of the Pharrell RM interview was that RM actually mentioned that he covered Pharrell's song "Take It Off." Parentheses dim the lights, and so a lot of Army, you know, were having war flashbacks because this cover he did is kind of like. To say I remember at one point people were saying it was problematic, but it's like a very like, ooh girl, come into the bed, take it off. One part is like, I'm good with your bro or something, like I'm an expert at taking it off. Yeah, it's that kind of song. So
how's that problematic? That sounds like a good thing, you know?
Okay. So let me
I feel like you're going on that.
At worst, people thought it was cringe. At worst, people thought it was problematic. At best, people thought it was just cringe. But I was surprised he brought that up because I was like, "Girl, we've done so much trying to bury that. Why would you undo our work?" He also mentioned about how he was inspired by Pharrell's ability to genre bend and be a singer, rapper, producer, and he kind of was like on the similar track. They talk about the difference between like writing for themselves versus writing for other people. I thought it was cute because RM mentioned how it was embarrassing for him to talk about his own artistry in front of somebody he considers his idol. You know, and there's a really interesting thing because I thought it was a really good conversation. I know Army always have been kind of frustrated when BTS does English or American interviews because they feel like they're asked really superficial questions. So I did notice a lot of Army were like, oh, we really like this interview because obviously Pharrell as a musician knows like what the hard-hitting questions are, and they were kind of bouncing off each other. And it was, you know, it was really, really good vibe. But one of the things that I thought was interesting is that Pharrell, he talked about how he's had songs that have become hits where people were like super obsessed with it. People were like, it was like a huge thing. Everyone was singing it. Everyone knows it. But like, he can kind of step in and out of that because like, you know, he'll have like the happies, but then he'll do more like deep cut stuff. And so he kind of talked about how like with BTS, they have like this giant fandom who like when they say jump they'll jump, and how like he could never, like he feel like he would be overwhelmed with that kind of like, I mean he didn't say obsession, but like kind of just like fever about him. And so like RM kind of talked about how like he kind of deals with that because Pharrell was just like, how do you deal with that? Like you just having these like this legion of fans that are like super supportive and super into everything you do. And he basically said that like every time somebody comes out for like a concert, like some people fly from different countries, blah, blah, blah. He like, that's them coming to like share a moment with him. And so he wants to give back by giving them the best night of their life, like making sure that concert they attend or whatever is like a performance. And that's how he kind of like, I guess, reconciles the fact that like he has these people in this fandom that would like do anything for him. And I thought that was a pretty cool way to like explain it, because I know a lot of people are like army are too obsessed, like army, you know, are too fanatic and stuff like that. And I felt like it was cool that he flipped it to a way that was like, yeah, I know that these people love me a lot, and so I try my best to give back. And it's not that I think, oh, I'm just so great or I deserve it. This is like how I do that. Other than that,
You should have followed up with like, do you ever get scared of screwing up?
ooh,
Because I feel like, because while it's great for the fans that are like there to see him, like put you on the best show and all of that, but like sometimes it's like if the other side of like, oh, if you screw up in any type of way where it kind of makes your group look bad, are you
mm-hmm.
not scared that they might turn on you,
Ooh.
or they might do something, I don't know, try to defend something that you don't even think that you should be defended for? Like that, I feel like that would be a good question.
That would have been a really interesting
But
question. Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know,
say.
let's see.
I don't know how,
Too
because
late.
there was a part where he cusses, because there was a part where
Ooh.
like he talks about that he wanted to work with BTS ever since they met at the Billboard Awards, and he like cusses and he's like, wait, let me like take that back because I don't want your fandom to get mad at me. And I was like, oh, interesting.
That should have been a moment. He should have said something like, how does it feel to talk to people and then fear that, like, know that they fear that they're going to get reprimanded by your fandom?
Yeah, yeah.
That could have been a question.
I wonder how he would have answered that. He did say something
Yeah.
that wasn't necessarily similar, but he was talking about how like BTS's popularity has like soared to these heights where they've been doing these things like, you know, talking to President Biden and like speaking at the new UN, and sometimes he has to sit back and he's like what are we, diplomats? Like it's like these weird levels that like it taken to when he's just like wanted to be a dude that does music. So like I feel like someone acknowledges that it's like, oh, I have a lot of responsibility, and like a lot of this popularity that I have has like given me a lot of authority in a ways, which I thought was really interesting. But one of the two biggest things to come out of this discussion was the fact that they confirmed that Pharrell and BTS will be having a collab, and it's going to actually be featured on Pharrell's new album. And then in addition to that, they talked about how RM will be releasing a solo album this year. And so we did eventually get a date, and that solo album date was going to be November 25th.
Which is so soon.
Exactly.
And didn't he say he didn't finish it? Or something? Like he's almost done?
I don't know how old this interview was. So I don't know, like, because people...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like... It's like November 25th is like, what are you doing? What do you mean you're almost done? I hope you're done.
He's like, well,
and then you're just like getting ready to package it up. Like, what is this?
He's like, I don't know, I'll just throw a little something. Y'all see when you see it.
What?
But yeah, I wanted to ask you, Jess, because so far the English, and again, I actually don't know if this will be an English release. It might be like the Coldplay song where it was Coldplay speaking English, but then you know, Jungkook and them were speaking Korean or whatever. But like, as somebody that wasn't too keen on their, Permission to Dance, or sorry, Permission to Tango, Explosives. What was the other one? Cream Cheese.
Butter?
Yeah,
Margarine?
Margarine. Are you excited for what a BTS x Pharrell collab might sound like? And do you think this is about to be a hit?
No, on the second one, but the first one, I think it depends. Is that even going to be the title track? Like, is that going to get air, or is it going to be like something like sour candy, like that, where it's like it's just a B-side? It's not really,
I don't know,
like the main thing event. So like, I don't know.
Part of me wants to say that like Pharrell probably, like, I mean, it would be like silly to pass up a chance to promote a song that has BTS in it because it's going to get a lot of favor. But at the same time, it's Pharrell, so he probably is like literally collabing with like Def. Like somehow he brings them out of retirement or something like that, so he probably has a lot of like iconic collabs if that's what he wanted to go for this album. So, but I feel like regardless, with the favor around like a BTS, especially because now BTS is in their solo era, we're not going to get a lot of stuff where it's all of them. So I feel like that alone, I feel like will force it into title tracked dumb if that wasn't his original like plan.
What was it? Didn't they have a song that they released with, was it
Benny Blanco?
Was it him?
Yeah, it was like,
okay. Well, some guy that doesn't sing or whatever. He just does the music.
Mm-hmm.
And where'd that go?
Apparently they said, I don't know. Okay, so y'all don't quote me on this, but I think I saw that they submitted it for a Grammy.
Oh yeah, I saw that and I was like, but where'd that go?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't watch the charts, y'all. I don't know. I don't know.
I just, because like while I do think it would be bad to pass up on, I could see that. I just don't know if it would be like blowing up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, what style of song do you think? Because I feel like with Pharrell, he's so eclectic from songs he's actually on to songs he's just written. Like, there's no way to know what this is going to sound like. But also, I don't know. Literally, my least favorite Pharrell song is Happy, the one that was like the big. Yeah. Other than that, though, like Pharrell, like I feel like anywhere he takes me, I'm going. Like, I feel like for the past, like, however many years, most of his songs that have gotten into my, vicinity for me to actually hear, I've liked. So I feel like he could do something. And I feel like, not to crap on other producers, but him just talking about his process and things like that, I feel like he takes the artist into consideration in a way that, like, I don't know, I 100% think other producers do. Like, I don't even know why when I became a Pharrell stan. I don't know, but like, I don't know. It just seems like he wouldn't like set them up for flopdom.
Yeah.
Just don't do another.
I would hope like the same as you. I don't think I would want a Happy song. Happy was something that should happen once and then never happen again. Like, I just don't need it again.
Yeah.
And also, I'm already tired of the BTS Happy songs. Like, I'm over the trilogy. We can move on. Happily move on. So I'm hoping something like Drop It Like It's Hot or something where it's like,
I'd stand
more that the rap line gets to shine and not the vocal line.
She said singers zip it. She said V?
No, they could sing. They could just be like, shoo.
Okay. They literally just redo Drop It Like It's Hot.
Exactly. Just that.
Wait, this brings me back to GD and Pharrell being in the studio together way back, and then us getting nothing, LOL, but it's YG. I forgot that
Pharrell's making false promises. He's like, hello. It's been a decade. It's time to do it again.
Oh my God.
This time on a bigger platform. Let's do it on Rolling Stone. Let's see how far I can get away.
I was going to say, I do remember them kind of like, because I feel like all the producing girlies love them some Pharrell, because that is like, he's eclectic, he's creative, he's a picture girl. I just painted. Anyway, y'all remember that song? Okay, not me aging myself. But that's interesting. Not okay, Annie. I'm not trying to be messy, Jazz. I'm not trying to be messy. But I do wonder how GD Hive is feeling about Pharrell linking up with RM, because Army and VIP hate each other. But that's me on my petty,
Like, do they even remember though? Like,
They're like, what was that?
who? Pharrell who?
They're like, we're not worried about that.
GD.
We're just trying to get an album out of that young man. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, huh? Okay.
That's so true.
Camille says, I'm excited for Namjoon having full creative control with his music again. He said that this album will be representing his thoughts from the last 3-ish years. Yes, I'm very excited too. And that was actually my next question. Are you excited for the RM solo album? What are you expecting? And it was quite funny because my brother, he actually watched this interview, and one of the things is that, and before y'all hold the pitchforks or shut up the pitchforks, let me explain. He said that like he seemed kind of like fake and insincere because RM, that's what my brother said, because he felt that the like, oh, you're my idol, and him talking about him falling in love with hip hop, and like some of the way he was describing like music and how whatever seemed kind of like put on, and he was trying to like convince people he was really into hip hop and he was really into Pharrell. And then I was like, that's funny because like, no, he's just like an art boy, like, he's just like that, like for reals. And I could see, if you don't know, like if you're not familiar with him, you like seeing it come out that way. But no, he's just an art like boy. Like, I don't know what to, like, you know what I mean though? Like, it's like very artsy, like, and it's like sincere, like he means it. And I know like BTS has always gotten, oh, fake deep, but I actually quite like always liked his like music and his verses. I'll say this, like BTS was one of the first, and the girls are gonna eat me up for this, but like BTS, when I got into BTS, they were the first group that I would go out of my way to read the lyrics for, because I was like, wait, they're kind of spitting. And it wasn't just him, to be fair. I was a sugar girl for a reason, you know what I mean? But like, I always thought that like he had really profound lyrics and things to say, like when I would look up the translations, and I'm ready for those kind of like to look into that. Now, I don't want to have to read, 3 dictionaries, 4 encyclopedias, 5 Criterion collection books, but the girls on Tumblr are going to read them for me. So I'll just have to, read those write-ups they make. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really like hyped for that. I feel bad because I've always been a rap line girl, but like I just was not gelling with J-Hope's solo as much as I really
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna, like, if it's like J-Hope where it's just like he just changes his style, I'll probably be like, I'll wait to see like what style it is, but hopefully the same.
Yeah, I think similarly that's what could probably lose me, if like not sonically, but melody and things like that wise, I'm not gelling with it. But I will still go on Lyric Genius or whatever, or go read one of those like translation lyric things and look at it, because I feel like he's had lyrics in moments in his discography that like were really profound. So that leads me to ask, oh wait, let me jump into chat real quick. What y'all saying out here? How many American artists did we see with YG artists only for nothing to come of it? I mean, that's so true. I was thinking about how like 2NE1 and will.i.am were like best friends. They were homegirls, and for what? For nothing. But yeah. Ooh, Andy says, honestly, I'm happy 2NE1 didn't do anything else with Black Eyed Peas, because that music.
How dare you? I actually like Black Eyed Peas. Wait, which part? Wait, which ones?
Did I know like for a second like Chaerin or CL, she was like they were trying to make her like the new Fergie or something like that. But they
should have. Telling you.
I don't know if it would have went over well. I don't know. I feel like there's eras for things, and not even to say like anyone's lacking necessarily in that like whatever, but I feel like there's eras for things, and Black Eyed Peas trying to come back just would not work, I feel. Like
I mean, they've already come back. I feel like they've had pretty good songs. I forgot what one of them. I keep wanting to say "Hey Mama," but that's not it.
Hey Mama, wait, from 2005.
No, there was that one song that sounded like Fergie, but it was like they got someone else that sounds like Fergie to sing the hook.
That's strange.
That was like 2 years ago. But they definitely have come back. They have a new song too. I feel like they come back randomly. And it'll just be like they have another girl singing the hook for them. So it's like they might as well have just gotten CL and then called it a day. Yeah, they did one with Shakira.
Lelo, lelo, lelo. Wait, lelo, lelo.
Okay, wasn't that?
Lelo, lelo. What am I singing?
Lelo, lelo, lelo.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, actually, there's one Shakira impression I can do. She's her student and I'm her teacher. So,
wait, what song is
She
that?
Wolf. She's a wolf inside.
Wait, which one is that?
She Wolf. I'm her student and she's
I think
her
I listened
teacher.
to that once.
Anyway, Shakira.
Mamacita, that's the song. They had a song called Mamacita that was pretty
Hey,
popular.
Mamacita, nigga, ay.
I mean, that one's better, but you know, Mamacita wasn't. I forgot how it goes though.
Not a suju. Tiffany V says, I like J-Hope's new solo stuff, but I enjoy Hope World a bit more than Jack in the Box. Agreed. It was just more my speed. But again, I commend him for switching it up because that takes a lot of confidence to do, you know? And I also think it helps that their fans are very supportive. So it's like, I feel like there's, you know, people would be supportive about it. Wait, somebody said, Andre says, it definitely will do well chart-wise. I'm just waiting for those type of armies to say Pharrell is clout chasing or some BS. If you're fixing your Twitter fingers to say that, I need you to go to, I don't even know, account settings and just delete your account. Because no, like, Pharrell? Vampire Pharrell? No. No. Just get out. Just get out of the solar system. We don't want you here if that's what you think. No.
Like if someone can make Happy last as long as it did on the charts, they're powerful.
Exactly.
They're a powerful human being.
Literally had Justin Timberlake making a bootleg Walmart Happy for
How dare you?
Trolls.
That was better. How dare you? How dare you? That was 10 times better. Come on. How dare
Absolutely
you?
Not.
I think what makes it better is that Justin sings way better.
How dare you?
So he's out here like, I don't know, when you dance, come on now. That is a good song.
Can I retire?
That is a song.
Where's the retire button?
I think I have a heart on that on Spotify.
Oh no. Let me hack into your Spotify and unlike that real quick.
I should probably unlike it myself because I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, but I wanted to say, who do you think will be the next BTS member to have a solo, and whose solo album or otherwise do you anticipate you vibing with the most? Like, who do you think?
Jungkook.
Really? Because his vocal, you always like a good vocalist. Change it up, Jasmine.
I'm sorry.
Stop like
I thought it would be J-Hope, but then his last album came out and I was like, no. Not for me. So hopefully it's Jungkook.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I think it would be Jungkook. But the thing is, Jungkook vocally, I like him, but I don't know if my style of music vibes with the style of music he would want to sing. Because after that Charlie Puth, I can hear you in the trees, I can hear you in the seas.
I like that.
No.
See, I like pop. So
I was like, this is boring.
That's it.
Well, okay, it wasn't bad. It was just really boring to me. And I was like, you got the Jungkook to sing? And this is what you get. I can feel you in my nose. I can feel you in my toes. Huh?
It wasn't that bad.
Shut it down.
I feel like it's a nice song to just have on in the background. It's not like a song.
Shut it down, Charles.
That's a title track.
No. He should have get okay.
If that was a B-side, you'd probably be like, that's all right.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Absolutely not. He should have erased our minds, a la Men in Black, and gave Jungkook, we don't talk anymore. We
Oh
don't talk
gosh.
anymore.
So they can just sigh into it like,
Yes.
we don't talk anymore.
I'm here for the side.
We don't talk anymore. Like,
Well,
literally,
Charlie Puth doesn't have to be on it. Somebody else could be on it. But or remember when I showed you that sample that he put on TikTok where his yitties were like bouncing and he was like,
I feel like you showed me like 3 different ones. I don't know which one.
His yiddims were like, we don't have to. We don't have to respond.
And now they're moving at different times. Whoa. The power of Charlie Puth and his yitties.
He's a talented young individual. Charles, keep doing what you do. But yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes, Camille says, I want Taehyung's R&B album so bad.
He's probably my other.
Speak it into existence, please. Speak it into existence. Because I'm ready. I'm ready for a He Washed My Sins Away.
And that's it. That's his title track, his B-side, and his only thing. That is the end.
Like his...
It's called You Wash My Sins Away.
Because I know he's Flav. I know he's cooking. I know he's gotten, like, he probably literally, like, I know it's coming. So I'm waiting for it. Jimin. I think Jimin is like, I don't know which way he would go. So, but I will say, Lie from the Wings album, literally 8 years later has snatched, not even 8. What is it? 2016? 6 years later, still has my soul snatched. And I really like Serendipity as well. Like G-Man, he has the ability to do really interesting things with his voice. And because of that, there's a lot of different ways I'm going to finish my sentence. There's a lot of different ways that he can go. And I feel like he's gone really interesting, and it's going to be very dramatic and theatrical. So I feel like I would F with it. What is your thoughts?
I don't want to say my thoughts.
Okay, moving on.
I just will probably not listen.
Listen, don't let the G, what are they even called? The G minstrel, wait, no, not minstrel. G, G, what did I call them last time?
G-mites?
Geminites?
Geminis?
The Geminis? Yeah, because for some reason it's just getting worse. The Geminis will come for you. It's gonna be a Kyungsecond situation. Everyone hoping for an R&B album, and then he gives his mouth.
No,
because I
don't need that again.
I really just, oh my god.
He's gonna be doing ballads.
Leanne said, everything I've learned about Charlie Puth has been against my will.
Wow. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. I feel bad.
Sorry. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited for this RM album, and I'm excited to see what the BTS members do in the future. And moving on. So for this next topic, it's actually also BTS. I forgot. So yeah. We need a BTS threshold. We're only allowed to talk about BTS once.
Exactly. We need a boy group. We need to have a new boy group per week that we have not talked about.
No, I'm
because these boy groups are dying, because I've realized I feel like I only talk about like NCT, BTS, NCT again. And then I try to sprinkle in Stray Kids because I was like, I need somebody else. And that was one time.
Not you trying to reach your boy group stan quota. We need to get into ATs.
They're dying out here.
That's true.
All we do is talk about girl groups. I'm tired of it.
That's true. That's true. I was like... But there's other groups than BTS. I'm literally telling myself there's other groups than BTS, Jay. Okay, so get it together. I don't know.
I told me too, because that's what I was trying to tell myself.
Exactly, Andre. We have to find some K-pop nephews, so then we need to talk about them. So we'll talk about them.
And
literally, you
"Do Do Do" is the song of the year, and I will not stand by any other song.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Now, no girl group has touched it.
Not coming for the girl group.
Because that's all we talk about. So I don't know if anybody is listening to the boy groups. So.
Core group stand Twitter. Hey. We'll work on when we do open bar. We'll work on picking a new nephew because we need to talk about more boy groups, and we also need to talk about more boy groups that didn't debut in the second or third generation. Wait, is AT second or third? I mean, third or fourth? ATs?
Oh gosh, they are, yeah. Stray Kids same time.
I don't know.
So whatever Stray Kids, whatever Stray Kids is.
I think Stray Kids are
literally my brain.
Fourth.
Stray Kids, I realized they have songs that are like 6 years old, I think. I was trying to look at their old songs. I was like, well, how long have you been around?
Can't be right. Wait.
What am I doing?
4? Oh my god, what do I think? ATs is also like a 4-year-old group now. That's crazy. Okay, everyone's saying ATs is fourth. Okay, so we'll start with ATs.
What's Stray Kids then?
I think they're also fourth, right? 2018. I would count 2018 fourth because the girls refused to recognize G-Idol as fourth, but they're fourth girls. Just because they're eating doesn't mean they're not fourth. Okay, they're fourth just because they've been around for a while. Stray Kids officially debuted in 2018. I would say it was fourth. Okay. We always do this. Ooh, SHINee as the K-pop.
2018 is like this. Like, what?
SHINee as the K-pop uncles.
Yes.
The podcast uncles, yes.
EXO are the fathers.
But I was going to say...
And the Holy Spirit.
Literally, they have a father. Oh my God. They have a father. iKON are the fathers too, then I guess. Yeah.
You said iKON are?
Yeah, because Bobby's a whole actual father.
Oh, no. How dare you?
Shanna's a father too. That's why.
That's not the criteria.
The K-pop fathers. Well, no, because Xiumin's the K-pop boyfriend, so I mean the podcast boyfriend, fake. But like Kyungsoo's actually, yeah, Kyungsoo and Jimin, or not Jimin, Xiumin are like the K-pop boyfriend. So Chen has a whole baby, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. I would think that the K-pop. I'm sorry, so sorry, Camille. I need to remove Nightbot. Wait, can I block Nightbot?
I report them.
Oh my god, imagine.
Or you're spamming.
We get Nightbot taken down. One thing at a time. Yeah, I was gonna say, because like technically speaking, EXO is like around our age. Fathers or grandpas like would be like, I don't know, DBSK's age. Sorry, TVXQ.
Whoa. Okay, that's grandpas. Fathers. Yeah, EXO.
Okay. Monster X is too young.
Because then how low can you go after?
Hot?
I guess
sketchies.
I guess you'd want them to be like. I mean, like, how low can you go? Because then it would be sons.
Well, we have nephews.
Grandsons, I guess, great grandsons, and great grandsons. Like, where do we go?
That's NCT. I don't even know. NCT. I don't know. Beverly Hills.
No, it's Hollywood. Whenever that comes out.
NCT San Diego. Second gen grandpas, first gen great grandpas. I feel like that works. But the thing is, people calling them grandpas, second gen people are only a bit older than us. Well, not a bit, like maybe like 7 to 5-ish years. It depends, because Taemin's young ass.
Second gen? Yeah, I was gonna say, because he exists.
His debuting at age 14 ass.
He's like that young kid that was like a grandpa. Like, proud to be young.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, you know, some people have like it'll be like a 76-year-old man that's just like, I still got it, and he has like a kid. Like a brand new baby.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know? That's true.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what Taemin is.
Okay.
So he's technically still he's still like in that age group as everyone else.
Taemin is wild for that
generation.
One. Or SM is wild for that one. Also, Andre said, happy birthday to the mother, Boa. Yes.
So she's a mother, then.
Mother.
Dang. So EXO is the son.
Who's the Holy Spirit?
And EXO is also that. So
stop with this EXO propaganda, okay?
Is it propaganda if it's the truth?
Propaganda.
Think about it.
True. True facts. All right, guys. Jin has been sitting here cackling, trying to get into the conversation right next to us for the past 5 minutes.
Excuse me. Astronaut.
Let's try to get this
Y'all
with
listen.
him. So, as we had discussed last episode, Jin is going to the army in a surprise twist. Big Hit announced that Jin will be enrolling in or enlisting in the military this year, and the other BTS members will follow suit when their time comes. So what was interesting that I thought was that this week ish at the end of this last month, he held a live broadcast on Weverse where he talked about his new single Astronaut. As you guys remember, it was the single that he released kind of as like his last single before he enlists. And I thought it was quite interesting because during the live stream, he talked about kind of his schedule of enlisting in the army, but then he also kind of talked about what his original plans were. So during the live stream, which again took place on October 28th, he had been in in Argentina, because he had performed his new song Astronaut on Coldplay's tour. So he had mentioned during that live stream that when he returns to Korea from Argentina, he would likely be writing documents for his upcoming enlistment. So what he kind of talked about in this live stream is that, there was like changes. He said that there was changes in terms of when he was originally going to enlist. So he said that he originally planned to enlist in June, but in order to be courteous to the fans, he waited until October, like his October performance, because they had like a concert, I believe, in Busan. Anyway, because specifically he didn't want it to be like a tearful performance. So everyone being sad, knowing that was their last performance. He didn't want to put that kind of, energy in the air. So he postponed it till after the concert. So he kind of just goes on to kind of explain more. He says once promotions for Permission to Dance came to an end, the group decided that they would at least hold a concert before enlisting, but they were scheduled for the Grammys. Following the Grammys is when Jin shared that he began enlistment preparations. He explained, "I don't like cold weather, so I got the okay from the company to enlist in the summer between May and June. In June, we released the video about halting group promotions and focusing on solo activities. We were indirectly sharing that we were going to the military." So when they released that whole like, oh, not that they're disbanding or whatever, he's implying that that was like, hey girls, we're going to the military, it's a done deal or whatever. He also addressed the long-standing debate as to whether BTS would enlist or whether they'd get exempt. He felt it was unfair that the group received so much hate for it. He elaborated that their decision to hold off on the announcement of enlisting, saying, again, they didn't want to have like that tearful performance during their last concert, so they waited, but he thought it was unfair that they received so much hate with people saying, oh, is it true they're not going? They have to go. So I just thought this was really, really interesting because even on this very podcast, we discussed how it kind of seemed like BTS were waiting for the final decision from the government on whether they would be required to enlist before they actually enlist. But according to Jin's, line of reasoning, they been knew that they were about to enlist. Like from what he kind of described, I mean, he said that he was going to enlist in June, but it seemed like he wanted to even enlist like all the way back to when Permission to Dance came out, which was in 2021. They had already been discussing it. So it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people, including myself, I had that whole theory that I felt like they were waiting for the results of the Grammys. And how that might influence the Korean government decision to make them enlist or not before they said anything. But, according to them, they had apparently no plans of not enlisting. So do we think he's lying? No, just kidding. What are your thoughts that Jin they always knew that they were going to enlist, essentially? Well, not always, but at least for the past year, 2 years or so, they knew that they were going to enlist. Do you think they were just like, we're tired of y'all, we're tired of waiting, like we're finna get up. We're just finna go.
Um,
He was like, phew, they believed it. I'm just kidding.
honestly,
Just kidding. Listen, Army, I'm here for y'all.
I feel like there's no way. It just seems like they wanted more press,
For
if anything. If they knew that long ago,
mm-hmm.
that seems like they were just like, let's keep the press going on this to keep BTS's name out there.
I can see that, but at the
And
same
that's it.
time, they did get like hate for it. Well, there was
I don't think
armies
I think it
defending
backfired.
him.
And
Yeah.
actually, I think it's still like any press is good press.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I feel like that's what they were going for. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter if they get hate. They get hate all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed like if it was like the company's decision to, well, okay, it seemed like it was his decision or whatever. But like, I don't know, because regardless of what the intentions were, it did result. Well, here's the thing. It was like there are some people who like Leanne mentioned, there are some people, army and otherwise, who were like, yeah, of course they deserve to not enlist, and like even when it seemed like the government was shifting towards not giving them enlistment and having them, or not giving them exemption and having them enlist. A lot of people are like, you stupid fools, like you're gonna lose all your money. The whole of South Korea is going to go bankrupt and things like that. So like they were like saying in in BTS's defense that if anyone deserves exemption, it's BTS and blah blah blah. So now to see that Jin was like, girls, I was always going, what do you mean? It does kind of seem silly that this was such a hotly debated thing for so long that like, some people, did hate them for it. Other people were like making it their, you know, hill to fight, battle to fight, that BTS deserves this. So it's very, very weird. But I also think it benefited the people that aren't BTS that might have wanted this exemption to happen for whatever reasons. Maybe to start the conversation of other people that aren't just athletes and blah 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 getting listed, whether that's your everyday person or like other entertainment industries that might, benefit from the idea that boy groups that are very successful can get exempt or whatever. So it's very interesting because like I feel like them drawing out this announcement helped them the least. So this is like a bad like thing all around, I feel. Very silly though.
Yeah.
Trey says all of them were born and raised in Korea, so I'm sure they knew they were going to enlist. Now the label, I think they had other intentions. Interesting. So they wanted to go, but the label was like, girls, sorry, these coins you're making us, they're too lucrative. I'm sorry. Let's try to yeah, and I definitely think even if I'm not saying PD Bang or anything like that themselves, but I mean a lot of people make money from BTS. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are some people in the company that were just like, let's see what happens. Like not necessarily saying they even had any pull, but I'm sure there were people that were rooting for like that work with them that were rooting for them to get an exemption. So interesting. Andy says maybe they were like, ha ha ha, of course they're going to the army, y'all. Unless
So true. I can see that.
Tiffany says, I feel that they were going to announce their enlistment, but I assumed they were going to do it at the Busan concert. Interesting. That would have been such a sad way to end it, though. Like, if they did it at the end. Like,
yeah.
Oh, God.
I would just think that you would say that before, though.
Like, to start it?
Yeah, like, before they even, the concert was even happening. I feel like that's what most people do.
Well, and
I feel like they're like, we're going to the army. And then it's like, this is my last one. And they cry. And then they go off.
Well, it seemed like in his statement, he was like, that's exactly what I did not want to happen. Like, I didn't want it to be like everyone crying, everyone so sad, walking with eggshells and things like that, because they knew I was going to enlist. They wanted to have, a fun, heartfelt, I purple you type event, type beat, idol type. No, okay, I'll stop. But yeah, it seems like interesting. Money, money, money. To try to see what people's reactions were, but I feel like it cost them a lot of hate, so why even try in the first place? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it backfired on them. I think they were like, whoop.
Yeah.
Well,
As soon as you knew, Jen, you should have been like, listen, girls, where are all my soul sisters? Can I hear your flows? Hey, sisters, ho. Or hey, astronauts, ho, astronauts. But
that
yeah.
would have been a good song.
He would get sued immediately.
I mean, like, of course you'd get the rights. I'm not asking him to just start singing and then sell it like it's his own. Like, what do you...
Imagine. He's like, this is an original song I wrote the melody to, okay?
Oh, gosh.
Don't ask any
Right before he goes to the army. He's going to jail instead.
Like, hey, this is what...
With the handcuffs on. Wash my sins away.
Imagine. He's like, Mama Lord, woo. Jenny's eating that. Coldplay's up there too.
Oh gosh. Why?
Royally Princess says, is there any K-pop boy group that has maintained their popularity after all their members have finished their enlistments? If not, I can understand why BTS label might not have wanting to enlist. Well, I feel like a lot of people are like, if anything, it's BTS that is going to, because they just have such a self-motivated fan base where I feel like they're the type that can make content out of, like, they can entertain themselves. Like, they're so powerful. There's so much stuff to do. Like, there's been so many things that just the fandom has organized for themselves without like the involvement of the company. People are like excited and entertained about it. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like, and I don't mean this in a shady way, but everything that comes up must come down, because that would just be insane. Like, if you just are like immense. And I feel like there's a part of me that feels like they would not want to be immensely popular their whole entire life, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like not being able to like obviously I don't want to speak for them, and I'm sure that it's like they want people to love them and their music for like the rest of their life, but like, you know, the level to how they're famous and like the chaos it can sometimes kind of produce, that's like, that gets old after a while. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know, like,
especially as you get older.
Exactly.
Like, I have no time, I have no energy.
Exactly.
I can't keep doing this.
Exactly. But I definitely think it's different. Yeah, like, and you're saying Big Bang, and I do agree. Like, musically, Big Bang is like, you know, huge. But I don't think the crazy, like, insane pandemonium that's around them is the same that it was in like 2016 or something, or like 2015 or like 2007, like 8. And I think that's a good thing, because again, I feel like that's exhausting to have like too crazy of fans or too obsessive and invasive of like a media that will always be up in your business.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's difficult, and I do think, but I feel like it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because usually when they're going to the army, they're older, they may have like reached their peak or whatever, so it's just kind of like naturally the flow of things. I don't necessarily think, at least nowadays, that's necessarily like going to the army killed their momentum, but it was just kind of like a natural winding down of everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I can't really think. Is there any boy group that got bigger after they went to the army? Imagine.
Bigger? Oh gosh.
They're like, we kind of like you in
I
that
was gonna
military
say, I
uniform.
think Super Junior has kept a steady pace, in my opinion. Like, they still are like respected very, like, in my, like, from what I see.
I think it's
even after the army.
I think that's hard though, because I feel like, yeah, they still have fans and things like that, but I feel like as a group though, I feel like they're not really knit as a group. Like, I feel like we don't really see Super Junior as a group go on things or do things together like that.
They still tour though.
Oh, do they?
And,
dang, look at me not even knowing.
They're on tour.
Super Junior.
They went on tour this year. Yeah, I think TVXQ is also like pretty decent in how they like their before and after. I
That's
feel like they're
true.
still popular in like Japan and whatnot.
That's fair.
I don't
That's
know.
fair.
They, like, I feel like no one's ever gonna really keep their popularity from their peak.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like everyone just needs to understand that, and then we won't have like toxic fan wars. Because I feel like
yeah.
the biggest fan wars come when it's like the changing of guard. Like when one group that used to be the, because here's the thing, I feel like being an it girl or being an it group or being a whatever, like it thing, like, you know, like the hot topic is good, but you don't want to be it forever, right? And so, like, I feel like it's so weird when fans can't admit that their fave isn't the it group anymore, because what that usually means is that they graduated to being established. And I'd way rather be like an established person than like the it person, because I feel like when you're in your it stage, yes, you get a lot of feather and like a lot of pandemonium, a lot of attention, a lot of articles and blah, blah. But you're also in that stage where if you do one thing wrong, that could all, you're like people are still very much like, we don't know you, girl. You can be up out of here as easy as you are in here. Like, I feel like when you graduated to like be having staying power and being a solidified artist or figure, that's when that person can finally relax and breathe. And they don't always and I feel like it inversely is sometimes bad for fans, because they don't always have to go to every music show, and they don't always have to do 8 comebacks you know, a year anymore, and they don't have to go on every single variety show to promote when they release an album. They're allowed to like relax because they kind of earn their stripes. But it's just like a lot of fans, they're just like, what do you mean my fave isn't like #1 on the brand ranking thing or whatever, or what do you mean their song didn't hit #1 a million, blah blah. It's like, relax. Relax. I'm like joking them.
Calm down.
Oh my god, accepts Hungmin because apparently getting married is a crime.
I'm still confused about that. They were like, all right, you told us you're getting married beforehand? No. You gotta do it like Chen. You gotta have a kid and get married all at once. Shock us so much that we're like stunned. We just don't even know what to do.
We can't even speak
until after you have the baby.
Yeah.
Like, and you're off in the army. So we have time.
It is a mess. Jay, you're right. So right, the biggest fan wars went VIPs, then XOL, then Army. True. I will say though, any clash between XOL and VIPs, that was like halted, because when Army and BTS came in the picture, they're like, the enemy of my enemy is my best friend. Let's go. Like, I feel like they're like, you get the front, I get the back. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, I agree. I mean, like, I don't think it was that bad, but Soans and Onces, BlackPink or Blinks and Blackjacks, Blinks and everyone else. For a cute second, Muse. Not really, but for a cute second, Muse were like, what is this? What's this? Because a lot of people were like, yeah, they thought that.
Didn't they not get their name until like after everybody else?
Exactly.
They're like, what about us? Wait, hold on. Calm down.
They were always really weird with that though, but yeah, I feel like it was just really, I think, yeah, it's a mixture of fans not letting go, and then when fans feel like they're yeah, just like, I feel like it's similar. Like when fans feel like their faves are being replaced as the golden child by like another group, they're like, no. What's up? What's going on? But yeah. But yeah, I think for some fans, it's also accepting that they themselves are aging out of the target demographic for K-pop. Listen at me, Camille.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, that's why I'm not too hard. Like when people are always just like, back in my day, like, I don't know. I just try to let the kids have fun. Like the girls.
No. They can't. You can't thrive. No.
Absolutely.
You must listen to all of EXO's.
If you even want to,
before you can move on, and then we move backwards. We go to Shiny, and then we move even further backwards. Super Junior.
Before you even think about listening to something that came out in 2022, you better know EXO's discography like the back of your hand.
And their dance.
I'm gonna quiz
I
you.
want you to go all the way back to Mama, and I want you to do the whole entire dance in front of me.
Who was the first EXO teaser? Huh?
Exactly.
Do you even know?
I don't even know, but you should know.
This person was 3 years old when the first EXO teaser came out, and you're trying to quiz them. They're like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, wait, what year?
2012.
2012. No. I was not even alive. Why would I know?
I remember when somebody was like, Won Young was 3 when SHINee debuted, and I was like, I think I need to get out of here. And by that I mean the galaxy. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's true. I think that's true. When people are just like I don't mean to be shady, because like I literally been here. I am an old crusty dusty. I got the senior citizens discount, y'all. I've been here for a while. So for me, I've seen it happen so many times. That's why when I say things like, you know, if there's like a group that's like maybe like there will never be a group like this again, I think that's true. Like I do think groups are individual, but being like there will never be a group more popular, girl, I've been hearing that for 10 years. Like like everyone thinks that their group is the alpha omega beginning to end, and I do think to an extent every group's, you know, even if they were known as the group, like I'll just use an example. Just because Twice is eating No Crumbs Left, that doesn't mean that SNSD wasn't that girl, like, you know. But it's just like we can acknowledge both had their part, did their thing or whatever, but they both were able to, like, you know, do things that the other like couldn't, like do things differently and things like that. But like, yeah, I don't, when I think and I see people say that, I'm like, oh, like it's not out of place of shade, it's just out of a place of like things come as they go. But even then, sometimes I'm just like, to the second gen people, I'm like, all right, you know, calm down. Like, well, to the like the newer gen people who try to like crap on the older gen, it's like you should just be worried about your group staying power. Like you're like, you know, you should just be worried about that. But then vice versa, the older gen are just like, do you know when Yuri from SNSD blah, blah, like, you know, they want, like, it's like they don't have to care, because a lot of y'all, be honest, y'all didn't go and check out Sketchies or Hot or like SES or Finkel when you came into K-pop as a second gen stan, because you didn't care. Now, to be fair, it's probably harder when you came around, like, to find that stuff, but you know, let people like what they like. I feel like people who try to like they only like, me and my sister were talking about this because it happens in one of the fandom she's in, when somebody is like, I'm just gonna stick to my groups, but then they try to speak on the whole entire thing as a whole. So like when somebody be like, oh, my group has the best rap line, but you only ever listen to your group, so how would you know? Or my group has the best dancers, but you only ever watch dancing of your group. So, but honestly, on a larger scale, I do not care. Like, go hype your group up. Like, I'm too old for the Stan Wars. What do you mean? But yeah. A crumb of creativity, please, about the memes. Andy says, oh, it will definitely explain how a lot of these younger fans call older groups hags. They see them aging as a bad thing. Dang, that must be on Stan Twitter. That is very Stan Twitter.
Wait, I want to know how old these groups are. like, how old?
I'm sure, like, it's like the SNSD age, second gen, probably even third gen at this point now.
And they're only in their 30s.
I mean,
like,
these kids are probably like 14.
Woman! Dare you.
These kids... Put
your dentures back in and use your walker and get the heck out of here.
I would not be surprised. Andre says, no, they better go further and even listen to HOT before you think about listening to anything in 2022.
Just start at the beginning. Let's go all the way back to 1990, whatever.
You dare try to listen to something from this decade? No. But yeah.
Yeah. 2000? No, I'm talking about 19. We gotta go all the way back.
Right, you haven't earned the right to go into the Y2K. What do you mean? Like, get out. But yeah, so Jin's out here doing the thing. We spent like 8 hours on this. My bad. And also, apparently he submitted his notice to cancel his military postponement to the Military Manpower Association because his enlistment was previously postponed until the end of the year. If these reports are true, then the BTS member Jin is now eligible to be called into enlist at any time. All right, so Jin, shout outs to you. Yeah, king of enlisting early. All right.
You mean late?
Oh, well, I guess that's true. Enlisting right when he needs to. We'll give him that.
Yeah.
All right.
Late.
So, y'all, speaking of the senior citizens K-pop club, y'all know that V-Live's about to shut down? Ain't that crazy? So,
That's sad.
some of you probably
I
had...
mean that.
Right. When was the last time you looked at V-Live? Honestly, I was trying to think about it.
I think I tried to look for something sometime this year.
Oh, okay. You're better than
that
me.
says it all.
You know what? You're sometimes this year. I was sometimes in 2017. So
Dang.
I'm really, because the thing is, not to be one I don't even know. I'm in army tonight, y'all, and y'all gonna have to deal. But that was like the thing that I would watch on there was, well, twice V lives, like live streams, army V lives or BTS V live streams, and then their like special like BTS run and stuff like that. So I haven't
no EXO.
Did they live stream?
Yeah. I think they did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look at me trying to be shady.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So early last year, it was announced that Big Hit Entertainment and Naver would be collabing by combining the users, content, and services of their fan community platforms, Weverse and VLive. Now that VLive has been integrated into Weverse, Naver announced on October 31st that the original service will now be completely terminated by December 31st, 2022. So just to clear that up, the ability to live stream in that has now been implemented on Weverse using the VLive technology, but VLive, like the separate site, is now going to be cease to exist. So a couple of things, according to the VLive statements, members can transfer their VLive membership to Weverse. And apparently, because a lot of people were wondering what's going to happen to the content on Weverse, on VLive. And if I'm reading their statement right, it seems like if you're a VLive, or if you had content via VLive Plus, which is like the paid edition, then you can transfer, if the person that's content you bought is an artist that also has a Weverse, like is on Weverse, then apparently you can transfer that paid content so you can view it on Weverse, like eventually. But it seems like it only counts for the paid content, and it seems like if the person is not on Weverse, then you're shit out of luck. So I guess it's like the companies have to take it upon themselves to say, we're part of Weverse and we want to move this content to Weverse. I guess it was very confusing, and I'm not even sure if that's the right interpretation of what they were saying, but it seems like as long as the person is also on Weverse, you should be fine with, like, I guess the paid content. But I don't know for like the one-off like live stream stuff, like what's gonna happen. But yeah, that was like the main concern. Fans are worried what will happen to some of the content that exists on the platform, especially when it comes to lesser known groups who might not be on Weverse, or who might not have fans that downloaded their live streams and content, or even worse, groups that have disbanded since the start of VLive. So people like GFriend, who like there's really no reason to take that and like to move that stuff over or save that stuff as like a company.
Well, people want to watch it.
Well, I guess, but the company might not do it. Like the individual fans might take it upon themselves. But like even then, are they worried about the GFriend stuff or whatever? So a lot of people have been upset about that. Others have wondered, now what will idols turn to live stream if they're not on Weverse? Some citing Instagram, YouTube, Twitch if you're Jay from Day 6. He has a monopoly over Twitch, apparently. And then others also discussed that even though Weverse has the ability to live stream, apparently it's lacking because there's no ability to add fan subs, which was something that you could do on V Live. I didn't realize that there were fan subs. Shout out to the fans that subbed to that stuff. I thought that like people would take them down and sub them, but I didn't know like the subs that actually appeared were fan subs. But apparently there's no way to do this on Weverse. So international fans that don't speak Korean who want to enjoy the live streams, you can't really understand them like after the fact when people would usually sub them, because that's not a possibility. And apparently it's also hard to download them from the Weverse site. So for everyone who remembers when V Live became a thing, what are you feeling now that we've reached the end of V Live, a K-pop staple?
It didn't even last a decade.
Hey, eat them up, Jasmine. You said try harder. Try harder, girls.
Like, I'm just saying, like, dang.
I mean,
that was short.
It was, but it started in like 2000. It was a cute moment. It started in like 2016. That's 6 years.
That sounds right.
That's long.
That's like half a decade.
That was a good, decent era from 2016 to like now. That was like the blow up of BTS, the onslaught of like blow up of Twice, the blow up of BlackPink. Like that was so many iconic people.
Well, you were forgetting
blow up
Velvet.
Who? I don't know who that is. But
how dare you? Red Flavor was the song of 2017. Don't even try it. Even though Signal
so that's why Signal won at the Mamas, or
that was blasphemous, and everybody knew it. That's why when Hallyu like imploded,
Twitter everybody knew imploded. Remember that like viral thing that people kept tweeting about? There was like this viral tweet that when Signal won, they were like, it should have been that winner song that came out at the time or Red Flavor. And if you agree, then
honestly, it should have been. Come on, we all know. Like who to this day. Who's singing Signal? Not even Twice is singing Signal.
Signal
Twice has ditched it. Probably. I don't know what they sing at the concerts.
Listen. Don't hate the game, play the player.
Blasphemous.
Mm-hmm.
The JYP did. They paid.
Listen.
They paid freaking whatever.
They did what they had to do.
We all know. We all know.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just really sad. I think for me, it's just, I don't know, because I guess it's going to Weverse and Weverse is the new girl, but I definitely feel like that was just very, very, I don't know, like a very, very just like a staple of like my time as a K-pop fan. So, my next question was like, what's your favorite V Live memory? Like, do you remember a live stream you saw or like a video you seen on that site? Did Xiumin do any live streams that just had you swooning?
I honestly, I don't know what happened on V Live. I think I would randomly go on V Live. Now I kind of want to go on to see if like EXO is even on here because I'm like, hold on.
Wait,
V Live?
You don't try to shame me because I wasn't checking for them.
I swear they were on there. I know NCT was, at least.
Wait, Andre says, damn, Weverse and Bubble put the girl out to pasture shame. I saw a lot of people saying that the reason why they're kaput is because Weverse ate them up, no crumbs left. And I was surprised because I was like, isn't V Live like a bit different though? Like, is that what? Because they literally merged, and if merge was like V Live being like, we tried, but they're too. That's crazy. Because wouldn't it be that like, I'm assuming like, I don't know, did BTS and them, BTS TXT and them shut down their V Live whatevers, and then they're like, oh, we need that hype coin. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. That's crazy.
There's no dark mode for this. It's like right in my face. I can't see.
Tiffany says,
I mean, EXO is here.
What, they have like 2 V Lives across 3 years? I mean, across 6 years.
They put the dance practice for Kai's Peaches.
Not a well, I guess. Tiffany says, I was sad. Oh, I was sad that V Live is shutting down. I don't even use it anymore. I used it when I first became a K-pop stan. Truly
Oh.
nostalgic. No, because I feel like so many people were saying that they was like somebody said it was how they got into the groups when they first started standing K-pop. Like they would just watch people's random V Lives, and that's how they saw their members' personality. And I thought that was so cute. I'll say, considering my army theme, um I'll say the thing that I remember the most is just watching BTS. After they would go to their American award shows, they would come on V Live and like stream like right after. So like when they went to BBAs, when they went to the AMAs, and I always thought it was so cool because it would like be seeing them on their TV screen, like in front of all the like famous people or for the stars, in front of like the nation and things like that, and then to like turn around after seeing them and then like have them like just basically spill the tea on everything that happened, like Suga saying that he saw Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne in the bathroom, which I'm like, how? But okay. I guess it was like a, I don't know, unisex. But yeah, and just like all that stuff, I always thought that was just like really cool that it was like, oh, we saw them on the screen and then you see them more down to earth. Oh my god, am I parasocial? Whatever, it was cute. But I also thought it was I'm derogatory. But yeah, I always thought it was cute. Camille says, I didn't use it since like 2007, but I got into watching Chan from Stray Kids live recently, so I was kind of sad. I've been downloading stuff like crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder how fandoms are like being like, okay, y'all download 2017 to 2018, you like how they're like, because that's a lot of content to try to house and gather
Yeah.
before it sits
I mean,
down.
a lot of it's probably already on YouTube. I feel like people used to post it on YouTube.
That's true.
I mean, right?
That's true. But is there like a cohesive library where if you want to see all
Mm,
of them in chronological order?
that's true.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. Like,
No
yeah,
way.
I don't know. Like in terms of like what you can buy. Because if you pay for stuff and they're just like, well, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck out of here. That's messed up. Like, give me my coins back this instant. Tiffany, what is Bubble? Like, I've heard of Bubble, but what
I
is it
just tried to look
exactly?
this up.
I'm I'm aging. I'm
I
sorry.
looked this up and Reddit was just
Let me
like,
know,
there
guys.
is no general bubble. You can purchase subscriptions to individual members. And I'm just like, what does that even?
Is it like you just get text for
There's no
them?
website?
You
Yeah, they said it looks like a normal chat log.
you get to be in their group
When
chat?
they send a message, you get a notification. After you send a message, there is a little one on the left side, signaling that the artist hasn't read your message yet. But my thing is, this
You can send them
this thing
messages.
doesn't tell me how to get involved. It's just like, this is what Bubble is.
They're like, no.
Just figure it out for yourself from what we gave you. Use the clues.
Wait, so you can text them? You can be like, hey, I'm about to get some McDonald's. Do you want anything? Imagine texting Mark. Hey, Mark. Hey, I loved Two Baddies, One Porsche. Don't watch the live stream. You might see some things that you don't want to see. But I was about to hit up Shake
Don't listen
Shack.
to those haters.
Yeah, don't listen to them. Two baddies, one porch. Yeah, one porch. Two two baddies, one porch. But yeah, I'm about to go to Shake Shack, Mark. I don't know if you want, like, do you want a double, a single? Let me know. But bye-bye. And you send him like a text.
Oh, is it this?
And he's like, block.
License?
Not even V Live couldn't beat the 7-year curse. No. Oh God. Oh wait, SM moved off V Live in like 2021 when they announced Hyde bought it.
Dang, they said, who's buying it? Yeah, nah.
They said, actually, I
Bye-bye.
I will peace out.
I'll see myself out. I'll go over there.
A Daisy says, I feel like the K-pop streaming is going the way of regular streaming, from one main Netflix V Live to like new iterations, Weverse, Universe, and the SM one. And I could not keep up with any of them.
You know what Twitch should do?
What?
Just open themselves up to K-pop stuff.
They've tried.
And just like, did they?
I mean, they have Jay.
Well, he just left. He stopped being an idol.
He literally stopped being an idol so he could do a full-time stream.
But I mean, like, as in, like, they should open it up, like, to be like V Live, but for people that aren't hype.
Twitch is too much of a dumpster fire. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm trying to help them. I'm giving them ideas. Listen, Twitch. Like, take notes. You're losing money. You keep complaining about it. So get into the K-pop system.
Aaron CEO
Talking right to you.
VLive had Channel Plus, a paid version, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and from what it seems like the statement they released, if you have the Plus paid version, the content you got from that, you can transfer over to Weverse if the artist is also in Weverse. I think that's what they were saying in their announcement. But if not...
they have to be a part of Weverse?
Yeah, they have to be on Weverse, or there would be nowhere to put it, I guess, under.
They need to make this downloadable or whatever. Is it?
I mean, it must be because it would always pop up on YouTube next.
I just thought people were just like, you know, how they find their ways.
Yeah, definitely not capture. Purposely downloadable. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, LOL, Bubble is like YN messaging. So it's fanfic messaging? Like your name, Wattpad. So Mark can be like, girl, you look like two bodies, and one Porsche today. Go get him. Ew. Stay dropping.
Ew, so do I even know who I'm talking to? I'm talking to a bot, probably.
I mean, yeah, but you can pretend Mark sent that to you.
Do you pay for this? I hope you don't. I hope you don't pay for
I mean, you have to if you're getting messaged by this idol.
You're not, though. That's the thing. Like, really? You get messaged by the idol. You get messaged by either a bot or the manager.
Imagine the manager just be like, y'all, I have 10 texts to send by this morning. Please leave me alone.
Like, stop running around. He's like, stop running around. Get on stage so I can send these 10 messages.
Wait a second. Camille says you pay per member? Not even per group?
Well, that's a way to get money. They're on to something. Whoever's the owner of whatever this is.
Oh my God, that's like OnlyFans, Wattpad OnlyFans, honestly.
And yet people post these things, so why are you paying?
That's so true.
I guess you're paying for everybody else, so I don't have to pay.
if I eat, the whole family, the whole group chat eats. The whole Twitter group chat
all about family.
The whole Twitter Spaces eats if I eat. Wait, okay. Tiffany said, like, if you sub to twice, you pay to be in a chat room with one of the members. Do you get to pick?
Wait, what? This is
wild.
I would hate that. I'm sorry. If I subscribe to EXO, I expect to get who I want, which is Xiumin or Dio.
That's solo stand energy right there. She's like, I don't want no.
Dio's fine. You know what?
Not fine.
Majority are fine.
Oh my God.
All of them are fine, but I want Xiumin.
They're like, okay, now loading your chat room with Xiumin. Hey guys, Xiumin was a little under weather, so it's me, Sehun, here to fill in for him.
I knew you were gonna fix Sehun. Why did I know you were gonna fix?
He's like, as usual, Shorty, I'm about to let sun down. All right, gotta go to bed.
That's probably what I would have posted. I would have been like, Shorty, what have
not
to the sun down.
Camille says EXO is notorious for not posting. So they're flopped on V-Love and they flopped here too. Okay, we gotta stand somebody.
I remember I think Xiumin and Dio don't do anything on their bubble. I think Xiumin pointed that out when he came back. He was like, "Yeah, I don't do anything." I was like, "Oh,
Kyungsoo, you
don't know what that means because I don't know what bubble is." But now I do.
Me too. I don't even know.
Now I understand.
I didn't even know I should be mad until right now.
Exactly.
Kyungsoo, it's over. You see? Oh my God, I'm tired of him. He thinks he can just do a drama and it's all good. We need fan service, okay? Or I'm moving on.
That is your fan service. He's in the drama.
He's like, okay, well, I hope you bought the album. If you did, I don't care. But yeah. Get ready for a new... Oh, wait, is Bubble what he released that Notes app concert on? That voice message concert? This young man said...
like, this will last you for a year, guys. I know you guys are hungry, and you're going to be starving after this one.
he literally was like, no live performances in the album, but I will send you a 2-second recorded. He was literally in the bathroom. He was literally in the drive-thru.
You can hear the person, like, asking for his order. You want fries with that?
I was like, enough of this. I'm tired of being played like this. But yeah, this seems insane. Okay, wait. It's like a chat room where you pay to be in the chat with other fans for a specific artist, and the idol's in there too, and they send messages and pictures. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. Do you get to text back, or is that too parasocial?
How many people are texting? I would think that so many people are texting at the same time.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, we gotta block. I'm like, listen, Momo, we gotta block some of these posers. We gotta get them out of here. Only the
You
cool
get blocked.
girls. Niall, we gotta kick some of them out. I'm sorry. Some of these ones are just they're just not fitting the vibe. No, just kidding. Just kidding once. I would never do that to you. Speaking of that though, I remember seeing this really cute thing. And y'all are gonna say it's delusional, but I thought it was really cute. I was just like in the BTS like Twitter tag, like that thing, like this was some years ago, and I found this girl's Twitter, or this person's Twitter, and like every day they would say good morning to Jimin. They would at the BTS or the Bangtan Sonyeondan Twitter, and they're like, good morning, Jimin, I hope you're doing really, really well today, please drink a lot of water. And the next day I'd be like, hey Jimin, I saw your V Live last week, it was so great and it made me so happy, and like it helped me study for my like finals or whatever. I hope. And it was literally every day she would at the BTS Twitter, they would at the BTS Twitter and just like say good morning to Jimin and literally talk about their day. And I was like, I know people are going to say this is borderline delusional, but I felt like it was very sweet, especially because it seemed like a very young person. That's cute. Come on.
It was every day.
I mean, it seemed like a lot of, I didn't scroll the whole way because I was like, okay, girl, I gotta go to class. But I was just like, oh, anyway. Anyway.
I remember there was a guy that was messaging Taco Bell on Instagram.
He was like, hey, Taco Bell.
Asking for free Taco Bell for like a year.
Wait, why? Was he?
He never got it.
Oh, for free Taco Bell. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Taco Bell hit him with the block.
That was also sweet and kind. This girl sounds sweeter. She didn't seem like she was trying to get something out of it.
Sir, this is a Wendy's drive-through. He's trying to sing. What is that?
I can't even think of a song that he's saying. The Rose.
He's like, XO, XO, XO,
like, that's not even a song nobody asked for. It's not
He's
even
like,
on your recent
Udon,
album.
Udon, and they're like, did you say you want the large fries or nah? Because
no. Put it up.
It's like, okay, Tiffany says it's kind of useless because what are the chances that Idol will notice and respond? Like paying for just an exclusive picture that would be spread on Twitter the day first.
Exactly, I'm telling you. People are paying for us. They're paying for me, so I don't have to do it.
It's nothing sacred. I remember when the girls used to get heated when you would post something from the fan cafe to like you know, because you were supposed to have a membership to like some back in the day when people cared about fan cafes, and then people like, do not post yet, okay? And I'll just play. Anyway, right click save.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and I just waited. Waiting for someone to post and then move on.
Okay. Yeah, so V-Live shut down, y'all. And my last question was, are you guys going to migrate for the people who, you know, actually were like using the V-Live? Are you guys going to migrate to Weverse and see what they have to offer? The answer is no. I'm just kidding. I'm actually already on Weverse.
It's only like high groups, right?
No, they have a bunch of other groups. A lot of people are on Weverse. Yeah. I'm repping the MOA.
Probably not then.
But XO, you don't want to see their...
They're not there.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh, that's Bubble. Dang.
Yeah, and they don't even... Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Don't they... They have their own thing. They have like...
Meverse.
Neon Live.
They have Motherless.
I don't know what Beyond Live is, but I know they do
too many.
Beyond Live.
Too many. We got to narrow it down to 3. Oh my God, imagine if Instagram Lives becomes the meta. TikTok Live.
This is what I'm telling Twitch, get on it. Get on it before they jump on it.
Twitch is too messy. They gotta...
Jump on it. Jump on it.
I'm gonna let the zygotes do all Camille says, I have a Weverse account, but not because of this. Let me be clear, okay? Not because of the Crust TV live thing. Yeah, I like to be able to take advantage of like those concert ticket stuff. So you have to have a Weverse. That's why I have one, because I was trying to get into the TXT concert when I was standing them.
What the heck?
Yeah,
That's a dumb thing.
well, you don't have to. I think it's if you want pre-sale or whatever, like the member only
But
pre-sale thing.
that's stupid.
Yeah, it's
Henry,
silly.
what are you doing here?
Beyond Live is special stages / performances, I believe. I could actually kind of get behind them. That's really cool. But couldn't you just put
Who?
that on YouTube? Apparently, Beyond Live is for special stages and performances.
Yeah, I think Schumann did his thing here, and I was like, how do I get here? I don't know how this works.
He's like,
And I never saw the concert.
Don't worry, it was on YouTube within the next hour.
It was not. That was the sad part. I was like, how do I see this?
The
Like I was trying. I saw like some cheap little things of it. Because I think it got deleted after they showed it. It was like they showed it and then they didn't have a video on demand of it.
They're like, never.
I was just like, you didn't see what anything. Do you do?
They're like, this never happened, or didn't it? Brand new,
it was so
brand
annoying.
New, yeah.
Well, not for brand new. Oh. This was like when he came back from the army.
Imagine if they premiered the brand new video, and if you didn't see it, you never got to see it. They just deleted it from the internet.
That would piss me off.
Brand new.
It also reminds me. Do you remember Kids Next Door?
Yeah.
They did like the final episode of it. Like they had like a whole thing where like this is gonna be the final episode, and I swear they showed this episode and then never showed it again because I've never seen this episode. I remember I came home late and I was like, oh my gosh, I missed it. And I was like, maybe it'll come back on. It was not scheduled to come back on ever again. I was like, what is happening?
That's so weird.
So I've never seen the end of Kids Next Door, and I refuse to look it up because Cartoon Network should play it again so I can watch it. Like I should have, whatever years ago that was, like 10 years ago.
Oh, let me spoil it for you. So it's like I don't even know what happened. That's crazy. I used to love that show though. All right, guys. Yeah. So the next, okay. fellow Blinks, hold my hand. This has been a rough week for us, all right? They've been dragging our girls as they do.
2 weeks, actually.
2 weeks for us. Oh, yeah, it has been a while. Almost 3 weeks for us, y'all. So we got to stay strong, all right? We got to, be there for the pinks. So, of course, y'all probably already know, but I'm talking about the fact that our girls, BlackPink in your area, have been getting dragged for filth because people say, y'all been a group for like 6 years. This is all you have to offer? So basically the tea is BlackPink is currently on tour, their Born Pink tour, which is apparently their first world tour in 4 years. And they've actually been making a lot of headlines, but for the wrong reasons. All right. Cause they've been having these videos go viral because people think they can't dance. They have no stage presence and their performances are overall lacking. So these videos and clips of BlackPink show the members seemingly forgetting choreography, lacking cohesion on stage, lacking stage presence, lip syncing, and it's basically has a lot of people wondering how this is the performance in concert of a girl group who has been together for 6 years. So it's gotten so bad that right now, if you Google or YouTube search BlackPink concerts, one of the first results is BlackPink concert mess. And so, yeah, it's just been a lot of videos on Twitter. And there's been 2 videos that I've seen go very, very viral that were uploaded on YouTube by a user named Sultry Film. And this person basically goes one by one through all of the major viral videos of them making mistakes and things like that. So those 2 videos are called the BlackPink Born Pink Tour is a hot mess and currently has 1.2 million views. And the second one is the Blackpink concert just keeps getting worse and worse, and it has 600K plus views. So some of the mishaps that happened was a performance during their song How You Like That during their first concert in Seoul, where they were out of sync. Rose and Jenny not being in the right place during their performances. Jisoo and Jenny forgetting choreography. There's one that I thought was a bit nitpicky. During Lisa's solo, she has a pole dance dance break thingy, and so apparently what happened is that there was a pole dance TikToker who basically critiqued the performance and said that like Lisa's form wasn't very good, and either like she doesn't have like the upper body strength to support yourself like you should do when you're pole dancing, or it was just thrown together last minute and she wasn't taught properly. And apparently there's this whole like vibe and theme going on over on Twitter and things like that, that the concert itself is very thrown together and seems very last minute. There's also people criticizing Jenny and Lisa lack of singing / lip syncing. And like this video, the girl's really critical, and some of the stuff it's like, yeah, I pointed out like Kiki, etc., etc. Some of the stuff though I don't really agree with. Like there is a part in the video where Jenny performs an unreleased song called Moonlight, and in it it's about like being in love with a guy or whatever, and she said that song is way better than Solo because she seems like in a relationship type girl because she's had so many like public relationships or whatever, and I thought that was weird. But yeah, altogether people are just dragging them and saying, is this what happens when you are Instagram socialites? So this is not a new criticism for the Pinks. Listen, we've been here before. In 2016, when they were like early, performing, they used to get dragged, and then they kind of had a renaissance, and it seems like people are just like dragging them and saying that they were never good, saying that they're off, saying that they lack energy. Don't know it's a thing, because I've seen tragic Blackpink performances and I've seen good ones. So really it's like a roll in the dice, like, a roll of the dice to what you've been getting. But Jazz, you've seen some of them. Do you think people are being too nitpicky, like some of the bad performance clips? Do you think people are being too nitpicky, or do you think that Blackpink needs to get it together?
I think some of them are funny. There was one edit that I saw on TikTok that the I don't know, it's like a sound that people use of like the sneakers like squeaking on the ground. And it's just silence, and it's just the squeaking of shoes on the ground. They did that for that, and I was like, this is so mean. But like, it wasn't that bad, but like it was just like, oh my gosh, you made it look bad. So I don't know. I think some of them do look bad, like some clips that I've seen, but some of them like are just like, it's not that bad. Like the Lisa thing, I was like, it could be that her shoes were different than the other girls too. I was like, maybe her shoes are just so clunky looking. Maybe she just couldn't lift herself up with them. I don't know. I feel like some of it's just like nitpicky. Yeah. Like I wouldn't have noticed as a regular person Lisa's problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do notice that like some of them do lack energy, or just are like, it doesn't know what they don't like they look like they don't know what they're doing in certain parts, but I don't know how the whole concert's going, so it's just clips.
Yeah, I think that's like the big sticker for me. Like I've been seeing these clips and these compilations, but it's like, oh, I sound like, well, no, I don't even think this is being a blink or whatever, but like I feel like, okay, we're seeing what percent of a how long concert, because even in that video that I talked about, she admitted that there were some like good stages, and there's like stages where they did fine or whatever, but it seemed like the hyper focus on when they looked a mess, because let's be real, the clips where they look a mess, they look a mess. Like I'm not even gonna like front, but it's like, is that like one poor like clip out of like a otherwise good performance? I don't know, because I didn't watch like all of it, but like I wonder, and I do like think like some people are saying like, okay, you just started the tour and this is what you're already giving us, but I would like to say conversely, they just started the tour, so maybe they need some time to clean up. Like I'm not saying that like that should that is what live performances should be used for. But you know, we are always seeing like tours where it's a bit different at the end. Maybe they change the choreo, maybe they find something that works better, etc., etc. So it might be stuff like that. But I think for me to know if this is just like, oh my god, they're flops without any stage presence, I would need to see more of the concert. Like like one of the things that the girl put in the video was like Jennie falling over, and I'm like, can you blame her for falling over? Like, is that?
I will say, I was confused. When she fell, kind of looked like she just went like, whoop. I just thought it was funny that she brought it up. I think that's what was funny. And then Rose was just like, anyway, I was like, Rose does not want to be here.
No, I was like, part of my petty like self was like, okay. Because, like, did you see the one where, like, Lisa had to move her into her spot? Like, she was like, come this way. I was like, Lisa's like, girl, if you don't get your ass over here, what's going on? Come on. Jennie Ruby Jane, get over here.
No, Jennie. Oh,
but no. I feel like it's not even that deep. Like, people are trying to make it, like, super deep, but I think it's not that deep. Like, but I thought that was funny because it was like, she fell over, but then she was like, oh, I gotta make this look good. Or they're gonna come for me. So she was like, oh. And then she was like, y'all, did y'all see me fall? I'm so silly. Anyway.
She's like, don't put that hand in it.
And I'm like, girl.
Like, can we just keep going? She's just like, I don't want to sing this song and go home. You don't understand. I have a bed and it's calling me.
Like, she was like, did y'all see me fall? And I'm like, yes, you're literally the center of the stage, girl.
We were all here. We did not leave.
Yeah. It's like,
there's a Jumbotron right here. That showed you falling over, yes.
That is so, I was like, Jennie is out here just being silly. Like, she was just like, y'all didn't see that, did you? No, but for real. Love you. But yeah, I was like, what is going on? What am I viewing? What am I seeing with my two eyes? But yeah, the ones where they just give up on the choreography, those make me cackle the most. Because I'm just like, huh? Girl.
The first clip of this video is funny. I don't know, it's like them jumping at different times.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, what happened? I get like, I mean, I can't dance like that anyway, so it's like I can't judge, but it just looks so funny. Because they're just like jump, jump, jump. And it's just like different times and different ways.
They're like,
it's just, yeah.
But yeah, Andy says, Your Honor, in conclusion, I blame what she has always.
Like, it feels like from what the girl is saying in the video, it seems like maybe they focused on solo performances and getting those ready. And then they were like, all right, now do the dance like with everybody else.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we only have one day before this concert. And they're like, well, we'll figure it out along the way. Like, practice on the plane. I don't know. Practice on stage when you're in front of the crowd. Let's just do that. Let's do it that way.
Oh God. It's I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Break, this is your time to shine. These are your girls. What's going on? I honestly don't think they gave them enough time to prepare. That could be true. Why is this a mess? And they're one of the groups that like are like one of the most individualistic, as in they always got their own separate things. They're always flying like to Paris and different places in Europe and things like that to literally talk to Chanel and do it. Like, they are like the most separated group in terms of like they always have all these individual activities for like a group that's still very much active as a group. So it's just like, it would not surprise me if like the only time they all got to rehearse together was like a couple days before the thing. Yeah. Oh God. It just sucks that YG limits them so much as artists, and then when they have such a long hiatus, they're dragged through the mud for the rush quality of some of their comebacks in this concert. Yeah. Because my first thing was like when I was just hearing about it and people were saying they lack stage presence, I was like, yeah, because they barely ever perform.
Yeah.
Like in comparison, because the performing, like, you know, we joked about it, but performing live, that is practice. That does get you like, you know, accustomed and adjusted to the stage, gets you used to performing in front of a lot of people. I'm not saying they don't perform, but like the amount they can perform compared to the average K-pop group, because they don't be coming back that much, is not as much. So yeah, I feel like they would have to warm up. Yeah. It did seem nervous. Ali says they seem to be doing better now. The Seoul concert was a bit messy, but their stop in Atlanta seems more put together to me from what Titter was showing. I'm hoping.
Isn't that the one that people were dragging?
I think the two, at least I know from the two videos from the Sultry film person, it was from Seoul and from Dallas. I think.
Oh, Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yeah, and again, like it could be like people are just hyper focusing and clipping the stuff that looks the most tragic. So
Yeah.
um
But the fact that their fans are the ones posting these, they went they went to this
their fans are
concert and they're like,
tired.
let's post this on Twitter.
Yeah. They're like, what's
Jenny
going
said
on?
no, please. And then they said,
Right.
you know what this is. You knew what this was.
Oh,
as soon as you
God.
fell, you knew exactly where we were going. This is already on Twitter as we speak.
Literally,
Like,
I'm
really?
live streaming it. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Tiffany said, honestly, though, in the clips, Lisa seemed to be the only one trying, and I think that's what made it look worse. Yeah, a lot of people have been taking this time to be like, poor Lisa, what are these other girls doing?
But isn't she the one that, like, they pointed out that she doesn't even do anything in her
Oh, yeah, they were talking about how
individual?
she, like doesn't sing the whole time. She's kind of like, yeah, woo, and like hyping up the crowd. And I saw her get dragged for it, but I feel like a lot of people across the board were saying she has the best stage presence and she seems to dance the most, even if that's like mostly what she's doing.
I mean, that is her position, so
yeah,
she's doing her job.
Yeah, but we'll see. I definitely think that they'll at least get more used to the choreo, like going further. But I definitely think they're probably peeping this criticism and are going to get better. So good luck to BlackPink. Are the tickets already sold out? I would like to go. How much are they? Like $2 million.
Too much.
Yeah,
like too much for my brain to comprehend.
$3,000 and your firstborn. All right, we're gonna skip the Melon Music Awards for now. Actually, okay. We're running low on time. So we can either talk about the Melon Music Awards or talk about, oh wait. I forgot we have these. I mean, okay, we'll just finish on the Melon Music Awards. So the Melon Music Awards.
We're not going to talk about.
No, we'll save it for next. Well, we can either save this for next time or save the other thing for next time.
What is there? I was going to say, what is there to talk about the Melon Music Awards?
Oh, that's true. Well, they released the nominees, so we can talk. Okay, we'll save that. We'll punt that to next time. I need to be very more. I knew I put too many topics in. Dang it. But
this is fine. This gives me time to listen to every song because cool. I was honestly looking at them and was like, I would pick this song because that's the only one I know. An album of the year, I was like, what? I think I listened to 3 of those albums, and that was it.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I am really bad at listening to album. Okay, guys. So note that for homework next time, we're gonna talk about the Melon Music Awards, and we're also gonna throw talking about Jin's Astronaut and Domestic by Rain on there too. But in the meantime, we will start with the Kyungsecond because Shuman's doing injections. And I have not done my homework. Okay, let me do it then. Say, reporting live, it's the Kyungsecond.
Kyungsecond.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kyungsecond, the hottest news show on the earth. It's not been 2 years because he's been my consistent go-to since the start of this podcast. I didn't have any other faves. What is Squid Game? I don't know what that is. Stop bringing it up. So, Kyungsoo, what has he been up to? You might add, thank you for asking, because he's been doing none other but participating in one of the most popular dramas out right now in Korea. That's right. His show, Bad Prosecutor, where the stylist decided to have his hair look like that, is #1 in the slation. According to Nelson Korea, episode 9 of his show Bad Prosecutor garnered a whopping 6.3% viewership rating during its November 2nd broadcast, setting a new personal best for the drama. This is 0.7% boost in ratings compared to last week's score of 5.6. which was also the drama's previous all-time high. But wait, there's more. The next day, because they'd be doing those double premieres, one, on November 3rd, the popular series starring Dio successfully remained the most watched Wednesday-Thursday drama of the night for the 10th consecutive episode. According to Nielsen Korea, the latest broadcast of Bad Prosecutor scored an average nationwide rating of 6.2, just falling 0.1% short of its all-time high of 6.3%. Wow. Oscars when? Grammys? Tell me when. Wait, what are the other ones? Tonys? Razzies? He's not going to get a Razzie. I tricked you.
Okay, I was going to say, whoa.
But
I think you would want that for him.
All we need to do is get a wig on this young man. I'm ready for the makeover episode, okay? Because I can't keep watching this. Not his hair like this. Because the thing is...
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Schumann and Tempo. When they fry... Like, it it was like some anime character. I was like, I get it. And I'll pretend to like it. For now. But I will look back on this and be like, what were we doing?
They really be doing shit.
Where were we going?
Sometimes. Yeah. Oh, because can you zoom in on his face? Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Not me moving the whole thing.
I said, can you move your face and then put his face right there?
So, yeah, he's looking a hot mess. But that is okay because he is in the number... Actually, it's not even the number one drama in Korea. It's the number one drama on the Galaxy. On the Galaxy, not even in the Galaxy.
It's just sitting on top of the Galaxy.
It sits on top of the Galaxy.
It's physical.
Schumann poisoned me. He was jealous.
Of this?
He was jealous that Dio stole his wig. Stole his good fried wig.
So that's where I went. I went to the army and this is what you did with it? Bad prosecutor.
Not the sword and electrical outlet. I love how we're just like, yeah, he looks horrible. We can't even focus. Yeah. So I actually did watch the first episode and it's actually pretty good. I'll say it's funny because he's supposed to be like this big bad prosecutor, but he will forever look like he's like 18 to me. Like he looks like a child compared to everyone else. So I'm just like, it's really weird to suspend reality. But he acts down. Like he is so good at acting. And oh my god, he has so many cute, cool lines that I'm just like, oh my god, King snapped.
Wow, what a stand. Look at that.
Listen, maybe I'm back
cool
in my
lines.
It's so cool. Oh my god. I also, random side note, but I've also been watching a couple other dramas. One of them is Love and Contract. Foolish. That is a foolish drama. If you're watching that, is it not foolish? It's basically about a girl who she makes it her career to marry people that need like a fake spouse for like whatever reason. Maybe there's like their parents are trying to have them in an arranged marriage, like things like that. And she of course falls for one of her fake marriages or whatever, but they have communication issues, so they act like clowns. But then that made me, because the main girl in it, I think her name is Park Min Young. She was also in a drama in 2019 called Her Private Life, which was about a museum curator who secretly is a fan site like master. So she like takes pictures and stuff like that. And so it was kind of her trying to balance her life about keeping it on the low because like people have prejudices against like people who are idol fans, and then her falling in love with the director of her. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm on like episode 5. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like for the girlies that watch the K-drama, because for me, I've been out the K-drama game for a while, so I kind of forgot how sometimes like cheesy it would be. And now that I'm a bit older and a bit more experienced, sometimes instead of like swooning, I just have to roll my eyes with the way that some of these characters act. Like I'm like, come on. Like when they won't like just talk to each other, I'm like, speak. Like what do you mean? Like say something.
We need drama.
Exactly. Yeah, Andy, my patience is definitely a lot different than it used to be. Where can I watch it? I watch them all on Viki. I recently got a Viki subscription and I'm just trying to ride that out.
Free?
So I believe there's some stuff free on Viki that you can watch if you just sign up. But I think a lot of the
Vicky?
stuff,
Mm-mm.
it's like you can watch some episodes, but then you'll eventually need. It also has a lot
Love and
of.
Contract is not free.
Oh,
It's
okay.
free for the first two episodes.
Yeah, that's how they hook you. Because I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Let me get into that third episode, and they're like, okay, give us your money now. And I was like, huh? But yeah, her private life is quite fun. But they have a lot of the Japanese. They also have a lot of Japanese dramas that are like BL. So they have semantic error on there too. I saw the girlies were eating that up. Semantic
Yeah,
error.
because I feel like it's a popular webtoon.
Is it? What is it
I was
about?
seeing it semantic errors on, when you code. I don't know what it's about.
I saw
Two guys.
two
One
guys.
has a baseball cap.
One semantic error.
Exactly.
Yes, Drama Fever, you will always be famous. I will always give a shout out to Drama Fever for being the first like company that actually wanted to collab with me. Well,
Oh, Drama Fever.
yeah, Drama Fever.
And then you got the ad blocker and you block out all those ads because there are too many.
Listen, I supported you, Drama Fever. I didn't know what ad block was, to be fair, so I couldn't ad block you, but I wanted to.
I always would know. You gotta block those. I'm sorry. It's just like when Crunchyroll started having ads.
Oh yeah,
It's too much.
the dark ages. Ooh, okay. Wait, Camille says watch Blooming. It's the only drama where I yelled for the couple to talk to each other and they each time, huh? Not them actually
What?
resolving their issues.
Talk to each other. Let's talk to each other. It's like what they say in the show.
Like
That'd be great.
Oh my god, there's so
Blooming.
many sharp. Like it's like they love a good eavesdropping, but then never actually hearing properly what's going on, so they assume some stuff because they hear wrong, and then they're mad at the person without even letting them explain.
Oh my gosh, High School Musical. That's why I can't stand like Vanessa Hudgens. Oh my gosh, like her character, like what is her name, Gabriella?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "No, Troy, I don't know why you made me have it."
No,
And then she
Troy.
closes the locker, and then she runs away. And then, like, it's just so annoying. I hate that scene. I hate that movie. It's like, oh no, I love the movie. What am I saying? I hate that one part of the movie.
Oh god.
I hate that they end up together.
I mean, they were end game, and that's another thing. I don't want to spoil it too much, just in case you guys do watch Loving Contract, but there's like obviously there's always been the whole first lead, second lead, and it's like who's the first lead, who they're actually going to end up. The other person doesn't have a chance. But it was actually really painful to watch the second lead think they had a shot, and they were the main character, and I'm like, sweetie, you're the second lead, Hunt. It's not combobulating the way you think it's combobulating. So but it was sad because he was so delusional. Like he thought they were having, and like not, I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword or whatever. He kind of got himself into the situation.
Which was the second lead?
The one that kind of looks like Rain. No, he's the main, and he's giving boop boop bop boop bop.
The picture they have on Google is like throwing me. I was like,
is that the one when he looks like a robot?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? What? His hairline, he's got like...
It looks painted on.
It's like a fresh cut.
It's a fresh paint. It's a fresh paint job. Okay.
He looks nothing like that in the drama.
Them
what
jeans
is going
look painted on. Yeah. That picture I was about to make in my profile on Twitter, but I was like, people would be so confused.
Do it. I will do it. Like, what is that?
I said, we have to show you.
You guys need to Google Love and Contract and just look at one of the main guys. It comes up right on Google. It's not hard. It's hard to miss.
Tiffany says the last drama I've watched was Extraordinary Attorney Woo, and I enjoyed it, but it also left me feeling lonely because when will I have an Ichuno in my life? First of all, Ichuno 2 p.m.
He's in that.
Ooh,
wait, hold on. Maybe I need to watch this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that was like the third time I've heard about that drama.
Yeah.
Is that recent? Did that come out this year?
I think so. I think it's on Netflix.
Okay, I have to check that out. I can't wait for 23 for 23 episodes for the main couple to hold the door open for each other or something. They really be like they literally like there was one part where like the main guy was like taking a like the girl accidentally got like a hair tie stuck in her hair and he was like taking it out for her and they like it was the most sensual thing for some reason and it was like a 2-minute scene of him just undoing it, her being like and him be like
And that's when you turn it off. I'm sorry. Like, no.
I was like, should I be here? I don't like I feel like I'm encroaching.
It seems wrong.
What's going on? Royally Princess says, just finished watching a 2020 drama called Flower of the Evil. The acting, the writing.
I brought this up like 2 months ago.
Ooh.
That I watched it. This is the last one I watched.
Is this on Netflix?
That's because I love Junki. I love Junki so much.
Okay, y'all giving me the tea. I still want to watch.
It's not on Netflix. I don't know where it's on. I don't know where I watched that. Is that Vicky? Hold on.
Vicky is like my girl.
Yeah, I think it was on Vicky. Yeah, I think it's on there.
Okay, that's good because I do not want to have to buy something else to watch.
And I think it's free anyway.
Oh, okay, that's good. I still want to watch Sky Castle, the one that was about the
the moms.
Yeah, because I remember people just and what was the one that was like about cheating? It was like the marriage, the secret life of the married or something.
What the?
I remember those two, like they came out.
Sounds
around,
like my type of show.
Yeah, it seemed crazy, and I think those two came out
Desperate
around the
Housewives.
same. Yeah, I feel like those two came out around the same time, so people were just like, ah.
Well, that's not coming up when I type in Secret Lives of Married.
Oh, he's in the military?
Oh, The Secret Lives of Married Woman. Oh, it's a book.
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. Not The Secret Life of the American Teenager. It was a K-drama.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
No, this is a book. K-drama.
Woo! This show's a
The
bop.
World of the Married.
All right. What about the shoe minute? What is our boy doing?
Bob, he's doing nothing.
Wait.
All right, so I'm gonna leave the call because how dare you?
Oh wait, that was rude.
Blasphemous. He is a podcast boyfriend, and this is what you do.
Okay, but he's unemployed, so he can be the boyfriend. He's just on our couch right now, so I just want to give him that air.
He brought in all the money. Now it's Dio's turn. He has to pick up the slack that he was giving.
Listen, if you say so, I'll believe it. Okay.
What was Dio doing before this?
Think about giving us voice note exclusives in front of Wendy's? What do you mean?
That was like a year ago.
Okay, but he recently did one in front of Panera Bread. So, you're not okay. Okay. So, all right. And he said we need to support Schumann during his time of need. You'll get off that couch, King. We know it. It's like,
how dare you?
He didn't just release an album.
And he was like on everything. He went to like
that's so true.
All these shows.
He literally did what I wish Dio had done, and I'm literally slaying him for it.
You're just jealous. That's what.
Yes, I am.
You know what? It's fine. Let the jealousy commence.
Just like Schumann was jealous that Dio stole his wig, I'm jealous that he went on actual music shows and did promotions.
He took the wig and then cut it down. That's even worse.
He said, "This is a fish by face shape." Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I really wanted to do an open bar tonight, but unfortunately, this ran way too long. So I will try to adjust and limit the topics so we can have a more free for all type thing. But unfortunately, we have come to the end of our broadcast, and you do not have to go home, but you got to get the heck out of her. Jasmine, is there any last words for the people? Tashina. Okay, my nails are dirty, so don't look at that. But these are Gucci encrusted.
I would show my nails, but they're actually dirty. So, yeah, they're dirty. I still have glue on my fingernails.
Oh, from the.
But
didn't you like lose 2 of the press-ons too?
I lost 5 of them. They were popping off left and right.
Oh,
And
we
it
know,
didn't
right?
help that like before I even went to to where we went,
Mm.
like I lost one and then I had to glue it back on.
That night was interesting. Interesting. But yeah, Jazz, anything you want the people
Yeah.
to check out? Any shout outs you want to
No.
give? You're like, no,
No.
just close your eyes and go to sleep until the next broadcast.
I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I haven't watched anything. I haven't done anything.
That sounded
There's
like a
nothing
mental
new
breakdown.
happening. Honestly, that's where I am. You know, seasonal, what is it? Something depression,
Oh yeah. Oh god.
sad
Oh
is
my
coming
god.
up. So, in fact, it already happened to me. So,
That's true. It is getting cold.
and it's what's it called this weekend? Daylight saving.
Oh my god, no, no,
So,
no.
yeah.
It's already getting dark too soon. It's literally gonna get dark at
Fun.
2 p.m. I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
even
I go
finish
to
my
work
work.
at 5:30, well, 5:50 in the morning. It's dark as heck.
Oh no.
And
That's not a
now
vibe.
it's gonna be dark as heck. So, that's great.
Ugh, just
Great.
well, guys. Oh yeah, also break I saw that you were suspiciously quiet when Blackpink was getting dragged. What's your opinion on their scandal? But as for me, y'all, I'll be out here and she be out there. It's like I don't even know what I'm saying. Thank
What do you
you.
think of Astronaut? I'm kidding. We'll save that.
I'm gonna save that for next week.
We save
I
that.
never kiss and tell. Anyway,
Whoa.
that being said, I do wanna dance with somebody. Okay, let me stop. I do
Wanna dance with somebody?
I want to
Shot, shot,
say,
shot.
yeah, break. I'm calling you out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I always appreciate it when you guys come out, hang, kiki. It's always fun because I feel like this is a nice community where you can get a little silly, you can get a little shady, but everyone knows it's in good fun. So I'm happy that we could sit back and relax. And I will see you guys next week. I'll just say that for now. But again, thank you.
Sometime next
No, because
week.
I'm like trying to think depending on what I'm gonna do. But yes, I'll see you next time at the Sleepy Idol. Don't be late, everyone. Last round. Let's do our last shots. Water. There we go. An agua shot. Clink.
Oh.
Clink. Thank you,
I already
everyone.
drank it.
Good night. Yes, don't forget to give the video a like. If you enjoyed it, give the video a like. And if you have time, when the video is live, add a little comment. Just tell me what your favorite part was, what your favorite topic was. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, next week. Oh, wait,
like,
on
what are you doing?
Sleepy.
What are we doing?
I was gonna go like this, but I forgot that's not the thing we do. Sleepy.
Wait, which hand?
Oh, this one?
Wait,
Sleep.
wait, which hand is it? Okay, it's this one. Okay, I got it.
Sleepy Idol. So on and whatever.
Where's my camera? Like, where am I?
Camera three. So on and whatever. Bye. See you next year. It's like, see you next week.